WeaponCollector here. Right, I'm going to do a vertical one tonight to get some more viewers. I just need to get onto my channel now. Get the comments up so I can see them. Dropped. I don't know what that was supposed to mean, but I saw it. How you doing, Dropped? You right? Oh, I'm fucking boiling. Right, let me get this onto all chats. All messages. The Drop said, "Call me Ishmael because I'm going after the I'm going after the Moby Dick." Like, nice. No, we nearly watched Moby Dick the other day. I still look forward to seeing that. Oh, you said I look like Moby Dick. Call me Ishmael because I'm going after this Moby looking dick. Fuck's sake. I struggled to read that. Right, I'll be with you in a second, mate. I'm just trying to get the comments up on this little laptop. I'm fucking boiling tonight. I've been cooled down a bit. Anyway, Dropped, how are you? You alright? Currently, there's 2 people watching, so don't get too excited. Oh, God. I should cool down soon. Now, boiling hot. Boiling in here. Not even fucking summer yet. Drop said, hit backspace and delete the first half. Jeez. Oh, fuck's sake. You right, Rich? Hello, Penny. How you doing? Nice to see you on. Good, I'm glad you're all alright. Drop said he's all good. Alright, I'm just trying to get these comments up so I can read them. This laptop is horrendous. So I can read them leaning back anyway, you know what I mean. Our queen is not here now. She has gone off to Dulce's. Thank you, Penny. Yes, don't forget to like the stream. Yeah, we'll chat about anything. I'm going to have a drink tonight. I got, I don't know which, no, it was last week's live stream. The last live stream I did got age restricted for sexual talk. I don't know what that was. Thank you, Drop. Said nice shot on the rabbit water. Oh yeah, I'll be honest with you, Drop. It was fucking surprised me. It was longer than I would normally shoot. Yeah, it was a fucking good shot, I tell you. But it's one of those, you know. It felt like a fluke. But the thing is, if I was shooting at that distance and I hit what I hit, is that a fluke? Not really, is it? No clips tonight, Rich. Sadly. You're right, Peach. Maybe. No, but we always play the sex clip, don't we? Richard said, been cooking in this heat, water in 150 metres heading. Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? I'll be with you properly in a minute. Just trying to get the pop-out chat going on. But this computer is so slow, it's unbelievable. Drop said 5 hours of this stream and it got age restricted. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, very bizarre. Yeah, it got age restricted, but I don't know why. I thought maybe the thing is, we talk about so many things. Who knows what it could be? You know what I mean? Pete said, the heat's not even started. That's what I mean. It's not even hot, is it? It's not even hot yet. But it's already doing my head in, I tell you. What is going on? I just want to get the pop-out chat going so I can fucking read the comments. This fucking thing is horrendous. This laptop is so unbelievably shit. Drop said, funny because we've had the temperature dip here. Not major, but enough to layer up again. Yeah, it was quite nice and sunny today. Yeah, I'll be with you properly in a minute. If I ever get to do this pop-out chat. Fucking thing. Yeah, it was hot today. Yeah, so that shot, it was about 35 yards, I think. I normally shoot, and it was standing up as well, which, you know, Yeah, I think both me and Ben didn't expect me to hit it. But what I'd done before, just before, Ben said, I'm going to pace out 35 yards. I'm going to put a can down there. See if you can hit this can. So he goes and puts this can down there. Took a shot, standing up. And I noticed that it was ever so slightly high. So the second shot, I actually hit it. And I thought, all right, maybe I can hit a rabbit at this distance. Because normally my garden's only maybe, I don't know, 20 yards, maybe. It was 2-2. 2-2 air rifle. My BSA Lightning. Hello, everyone who's joined in. Hello, Edwin. I'm just trying to get the pop-out chat going. And then I will be with everyone properly. As soon as I got the pop-out chat, I could shut the actual browser down on there. Because I don't need it anymore. Oh no, that's not going to work. Bollocks. Fuck's sake. Right. Hello, Joe. How you doing? Edwin said, sir, I'm watching from Nairobi, Kenya. Are those guns real? Yes, they are. They are real. Richard said, hello, John. He said, are those replicas? Are you know American? I am English. Now, these are like replicas and DX and all stuff like that. Right, I can't believe I just done this. Bollocks. I just finally got it all ready. And I forgot to make the screen zoomed in. So now I've got to do it all again. Oh, fucking hell. Fletch, how are you? He said, have you ever shot an LE6940? Looking to purchase? No, never heard of one of them. I've never heard of one of those. Richard said, had to put the ballista on hold. Timber yard is out of all the timber needed. That's a shame, Rich. But you'll get round to it. Not today. Just got the risers for my scope mounted, but haven't resighted it yet. Yeah, it's a 2.2 BSA Lightning that I think is just under 12 foot-pound. It's less than 12 foot-pound. I know that. It may even be about 11.5. Joe said, no, John, fuck it is John. He said, bummer. Would love you in the States. Seems like my kind of, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? John said, I can't believe you've done this. I can't. It's difficult, isn't it? The amount of people saying, oh, those guns real. Could have played the clips all night long, couldn't we? Fucking difficult. I'm going to make some clips for these because you can do them on it. By the way, there's 45 people watching. Don't forget to like the video. Edwin said, I have never held a gun in my hand, and I'm 32. I'm assuming it's for you're saying your hand, not your head. Roads I've ridden said, do you have any real guns? Yes, I have real guns. I do have real guns. Do you mean firearms though? Because these are all real. Mohawk 6. How you doing, Mohawk? Right, mate. I'm glad you liked your bandana weight and your other little things I put in there. Yeah, your bottle opener. Well, I'll tell you what that is. That will open tins. That's a tin opener, bottle opener. It's got a blade under the Kydex bit, and it's got like a little pry bar section. I hope you're all good, mate. I will be with you all properly in a minute. Yes, don't forget to like the stream. What have I been doing? So I've had Metallic round all week. So yeah, we've had a really good time. Been busy, to be honest. We've been doing a lot of stuff. But we did go out for a little rabbit shoot, pest control rabbit shooting, hunting. And we had a night vision and some lights and that. And it was on a place where my cousin is allowed to shoot. He has to ring up the police before we do it anyway because he takes shotgun. So you have to actually tell them you're going to do it. It's also in a reasonably public place near a road, so people may actually hear the shooting. So you have to tell them. So yeah, it sat about for ages. He reckoned that there's probably been quite a lot of shooting down there by other people. And now the rabbits are quite skittish, and you could tell any little bit of noise or any light, they'd run off. And normally they'll just sit about and, you know. So we kept not really getting any chances. So me and Ben thought, fuck it, let's just walk around the field and sort of just chase the fuckers almost. Do you know what I mean? So Ben would do the night vision, and then when he spotted one, he'd tell me about where it is, and he'd turn the light on, and I'd try and shoot it. But we did get one. We only took a shot at about 5 or 6 anyway. I took about 5 or 6 shots. And Metallic had a shot of Ben's 410 shotgun. Yeah. Got one, and Metallic is keeping the head, the ears, the feet, the tail, and the rabbit is now in my freezer for me and her to eat next time she comes round it. Don't forget to like the stream, everybody, please. And feel free to have a chat with me about whatever you want. Hello, Nick. How you doing, mate? I'm still just trying to get the pop-up, the chat on my computer so I can read it a bit easier. By the way, cheers. Cheers. Splinter Cell WeaponCollector edition, yes. Josh said you shot it from the car. No, generally didn't. I've done the main road. Just hanging out there, hanging out there. I'm sure Ben's done that before. Headless rabbits. Fuck's sake. Right, where am I? Well, it might be easier if I just looked on history at this point. But yeah. Inky Bell said that XM177. No, it's a BB gun, mate. It's a BB gun. It's a BB gun. Yeah, if I did have any firearms, they would have to be locked away. They have to be locked in a safe in the UK. Cheers, your little dog is cute as fuck. Pete, she's beautiful. The drop said, you give a good hero line, like tricks are for kids. I won't want to show it. I can't remember now. But yeah, it was a fucking good shot, I'll tell you. Even if I do say so myself, I was quite surprised. As I said, it was one of those shots that felt like a fluke, but it wasn't. So anyway, if you want to chat about things, just let me know. Hello, Braden. Yeah, thank you. Glad you like the guns. He said nice guns. Thank you. So what have you lot been up to anyway? So what else did me and Metallic do? We watched some films. If I can remember what we watched. We watched Silence of the Lambs, which he's already seen. What else did we watch? Slasher that Persia gave me. God, fuck, I can't remember also. So most of my guns are the ones up here. The shotguns at the top are deactivated. That's a BB gun. That's a BB gun. That's a deac. And some of these pistols are replicas and there's replicas and air guns and deactivated BB guns, stuff like that. Yes. Blades are real. Yes. Apart from this one. This one isn't real. Because it's a cone. Saint, how you doing, mate? You alright? God, I hate this fucking computer. I did make... You saw the sheaf I made on the Discord, didn't you? Yeah, I was really happy with that. I've been meaning to make Metallic's grandson a nice sheath for his bottle cutting sword for ages. Mohawk said, Mike, did you get my message on Instagram meant to say in the email? No, I don't think I'll check. I haven't, because Metallic's been around here all week. I've not really been on a lot of stuff. I can't remember having a message from you on Instagram, mate. Drop said, bet you couldn't wait to get back so you could go back to flicking that comb. I flicked it so much. Hello, that sounds weird. I flicked it so much that I had to do the pivot back up because it nearly fell apart. It's a comb, by the way. Forgive one. Alright. I think I'm finally ready. I can finally sit back now. Read the comment. Jackson, how you doing? You alright? Mo, no worries. It was an update on the shop. Oh no, Mo, I did get that. My apologies. As mentioned, Metallic has been around for all week, I think. So I've been a bit busy. And yes, I did read that. Thank you for reminding me. I'll get back to you on that, mate. Yeah, sorry about that. You know how it is. I get a bit sort of, you know. But yeah, I had a good time. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. So yeah. What else did we do? It was a weird one because it was a spur of the moment visit. Most of what we did was just sort of messing around in the shed, doing things that Metallic needed to get done that she wanted to do. Like she'd been wanting to put a handle on the knives that Pergio and Nick gave her, so she wanted to do those. So most of it was that. Yes, Penny said the mods are stung. Stop being needy bitches. Yes, exactly. Cheers, Penny, by the way. Penny, what you been up to? Are you alright? Cookie, how you doing, mate? You alright? What you been up to? Saint said, thinking about... But I saw your comment. You said you'd been away. Oh, I remember what else me and Metallic have been doing. We've been messing around on a lathe. Saint said he'd been to a market, I think I saw him say. Went to the market today, ended up buying some fake shoes and a pair of glasses that cost me 10 quid. Love wasting money on Chinese stuff. Saint also said, thinking about buying one of those cheap Dremels off of eBay for 20 quid for polishing my blade. Don't know if they're worth it or not. I've been thinking of buying one of those myself, so maybe when I get one, I'll let you know. Hello? Oh, it's James. How you doing, Osaka? James, you alright, mate? Jock said she walks right past you and straight into the shed. Pretty much, mate, pretty much. Yeah, me and Metallic have been messing around on a lathe. Mostly Metallic. Oh, she's taken the chode with her. Don't you make me stand up, Pete, and put my zip down. She has taken the chode away. Her chode, anyway. I still have my chode. Her chode is gone. She's taken her chode. Yeah, so she bought Metallic bought a lathe. So we've been messing around on the lathe. Metallic has mostly been messing around on it. I had a little go. Yeah, but she did make a little bet. The problem is because they're quite. It was quite a cheap one. It did start like having some faults going funny with it. One of the fucking bolts threaded, so I had to make a new thread and shit like that. Yeah. Maybury said, "Did you build the bullpup AK or did you find it like?" So that bullpup AK was that is a Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle. I think there was only about 2,000 ever imported into America, and they were banned. Nick said, I have one of those cheap Dremels. They work perfectly fine, and you can buy actual Dremel accessories for it. Just use those. Ah, nice. I might get one of them, Nick. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. Yeah, that's a good spot, though, because a lot of people don't notice that is a basically bullpup AK. That's a good spot, mate. Yes, very good spot. I don't know many people who notice that. Yeah, it's even got an AK bayonet on it. Look. Yeah, look up Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle or Norinco Type 86S bullpup rifle. Pete said, anyone being an arse is getting timed up. Drop said, got all the suspension on my car, now I need to soften it a lot. Have you been working on your car, have you? Dropped. Which one? Like your actual car or one of the ones you like doing up? Don't forget to like the stream, by the way. There's 65 people watching and only 9 likes. Yes. Alden said, I have gold-plated Dracos. Nice. Maybury said they're turning into bullpups over in Ukraine. That's exactly what they look like. Oh, nice one. Oh, that is interesting. I didn't know that. I am good, by the way. Anyone asking how I am? So he said, what is the price of AK tracer? I wouldn't know, mate. I'm in the UK, so I don't know. Don't forget, you can become a member of this channel if you want to, for as little as $1.99. There is a link in the description. Also, Nightbot puts the link up if you put in the word !members. Nightbot put it on. Saint said, Nick, the wireless ones are better. I was going to get the wired one, but look into the wireless ones. They just won't spend us. Personally, for me personally, my experience of anything when it comes to battery powered or wired, if I could, I would always go for wired. Purely because they just tend to have more power and you're not going to run out of battery. You know what I mean? Hello, Jason. How you doing? You all right? Yeah, and if you're going to use it in your shed, you know what I mean? They're all of the things you said, Daniel. They are blank guns, they are airsoft, and they are pellet guns. Yes. Penny's working hard tonight. Poor old Penny. You're going to need a break tonight, Penny. Is anyone up for a chat tonight? Like a late night chat? I'm up for a late night chat if you are. Although I do need to raise £5 tonight for the internet. Shut up, Dad. Are you joining, you prick? He's such a dick. Yes, they are. Yeah, that's right. That was all you with 15 different fake accounts, wasn't it? You dickhead. Oh, you do make me laugh. Saeed, I don't know the price of tracer rounds. I don't buy them. No, you just got timed out. Although, tactical, I think you've been timed out for a long time, accidentally. You've accidentally been timed out for 1,800 seconds. I don't know what that is. That's a long time, though. You have to get on a different... You're going to have to come back on Uncle Albert now. Ah, fucking hell. This is hilarious. Richard said, I'm up for an after party. Nice one, Rich. I'll see you then. Maybe he said, you guys still have them with a license? Yeah, well, we can still have some things on a license. You can have firearms and, shotguns and all that. Yeah, how much is 1,800 seconds in minutes? Saki said the guns are real, but Mike is like, I'm not real, yeah. What do you think? There's a glitch on my eyebrow there. That should be a full eyebrow and it's glitching out. It can't do a full eyebrow, it's not good enough. I've just admitted it. Hello, Will the Finger Do. How are you? Yes. It will do, yes, it will do. Oh, fucking hell. My go-to is CGI. You see it glitches out. Fucking hell, Penny. 86k, I have no idea how long that is. What's that, a day? Pete said, Mike's got a chosen 3 fingers. Today I have. Look. It's 30 minutes, is it? Oh, God. This is quite funny tonight, to be honest. Took my shoe off now, I regretted it. So anyway, don't forget to like the stream, chat to me about whatever you want, but within reason, because Penny is wielding her banhammer with fucking, I don't know what today. with what's the fucking word? Without prejudice. With extreme prejudice. I am from the UK, I am from England, yes, and I often go to Narnia, yes. Impunity, yes. I often go to Narnia. England. Saint said, there's a website called Craylon and it does AI images. Half tempted to put you on it, Mike, and make an AI image. Don't worry, Saint, there's loads of that out there. The fucking Persio, bloody tactical. They spend all day photoshopping me into things and AIing me into things. That's in 1,000 seconds. I am just logged in as well. Oh, God. Yeah, Penny's on it tonight. Penny is on it tonight. Oh, God. Sad kids. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Peach. What's the matter with them? So I said, what is the price? I don't know, mate. I don't know. If you ask that one more time, I'm going to block you. I don't know. Anthony? No, I'm in England, mate. I'm in England. don't forget there's a way that you can donate to this channel, and you can have some amazing fun by donating. Help me live. Help me get some more vodka. Maybe if I could answer his question about the bloody traces, I would, but I don't know. I don't know. You don't have them. I don't know if you have them over here. Anthony, if I knew the answer, I don't mind you asking, but I have replied now. I don't know. I don't have a fucking clue. Space Cadet, how you doing, mate? You alright? It's a bit mental tonight. If you do the vertical ones, you get a lot more viewers. You know, it's all good. Roads I've ridden, yeah. Sunny, charming UK. Exactly that, mate. Exactly that. Yes. Exactly that. There we go. I didn't realise that shit was backwards. Gift from Persia. Little scheme do. Or scheme don't, as we like to call them. Rita said, alright, Tactical, not seen you on here in months. Son Goku Tackleberry has been impersonating you. Yes, certainly has. Mike's in Yoka. I am in Yoka. I certainly am. I come from Yoka. Don't forget to like the stream, by the way. There's a lot of people watching. So, yeah. What else was I forgot what we was even talking about now. I don't know. Can't remember what films we watched recently, me and Metallic. But yes, don't forget you can donate to the channel. Help me get online later, because I genuinely do need a £5 to do a late night stream tonight, so I need to go on that. Oh, dropped. Great fucking question. Have I told you about the garden? Did I tell you what's going on? So, yes, send Mike some dosh. Yes, please. Yes. And he said, come on, lurkers, I go bored. Roads I've ridden, a Brit drinking vodka, that won't end well. I got another bottle there. Well, that one's nearly gone. I'll have that one soon. The garden. I've had a nightmare dropped. Nothing is growing. Did I tell you? Nothing at all is growing. So the plant, all the seeds I've planted, nothing has come of them at all, and they should have by now. Should have had summit by now, but no, nothing. And where I sorted out all of the pots, there's plants growing in there which should be, it must have disturbed some old seeds or something, weeds. They're growing about that big. Jensen is Monty doing the watering. No, he's not. I deliberately have them higher. I don't know what it is dropped. It might be, he said, bugs, water temperature. That might have been a thing of frost killed them. It might have been that the seeds are old. You know what I mean? But no, Monty's not watering them. Have I ever travelled out the country? Maybe. I've been to France as a teenager, and last year it's still in the UK, but me and Metallic have been to Wales and Scotland. We live in England. But yeah, does that count? Sort of. Penny, they are. So Penny should cover them in cellophane. All of them are covered up as well. Roads I've ridden said, do you want to hear a joke? Go ahead. Go ahead, make my day. Oh, God. Nads, how are you? I'm alright, mate, I'm alright. Yeah, I've been to France. Do you like France, do you, Maybury? Nice. Yeah, I've been to France. A long time ago. Pitties, how are you? Where am I from? England. I'm from England. Yes. Maybe said, no, the Scots aren't English, it's the Psyops. No, they're not English. They're British. England, Scotland, Wales, They're all British, but Scottish are Scottish, Welsh are Welsh, English are English. Yes, but they're all British. Yeah, I liked all of those places. Downtown, yes. City, yeah, downtown. Buckinghamshire. Yeah, no, I'm alright, mate. How are you? You alright? Pete said the Scots still string you up for that, maybe. Oh, calling them English. Yes. I never called any Scot English. Never in life. I don't know what it didn't pay for nothing. Too true, maybe. My right hand man is Scottish. The King's hand is Scottish. Yes. Apparently he's not on tonight though. Maybe he's working. Maybe he's doing his day job. I don't know. Told him everything else. Yes, exactly. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget you can support this channel. Please do. You massively help out. And if a couple of you donate £2 each, that'll be enough for the internet tonight. Don't fucking skin. I'm good for you lot though that I'm skin. That there'll be a giveaway soon. Paid for giveaway coming soon. I need some money. It's my birthday soon. My birthday in about 2.5 weeks. Maybe he said I am Chechen. He's not Chechen, he's Texan. I'm Texan. Nice. Yeah, Texas seems like a good place. I'm scared of no one and nothing apart from Chechens. Like so. Saint said you still. Oh, sorry, Saint. I did see that. I might do, Saint, is give me maybe a week, and a couple of weeks, and I probably will. I've got enough weed slashers that I could do that, yeah, and maybe just get. There's 3 or 4 people who have said they wouldn't mind joining in the £12 weed slashing. The thing is, though, I have to see whether you can get them. As Richard said, they're sold out, so I can't actually get the weed slashers for that money. So I can't really do it. Visual Menace, how you doing? You alright? He says, first British American with that war. I love it. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it. Glad you like it, mate. Drop said, someone add some internet monies for the oblong dungle. They may have, someone might have, I don't know at this point. But yeah, sadly, the 3 weed slashes for £12 have been sold out for ages. And I can't get them. They're back to like now £8 each, which isn't so much of a good deal. So I said you could probably make some paracord handle ones that wouldn't take long. Oh no, exactly. Drop said can buy more when you bought the lot. Well, exactly. Well, I did think, you know what I could do? Because I've already got enough weed slashes. But the thing is, it doesn't work out for me. There's no point me. What I was going to say, maybe I could just take the £12 and make a knife. That doesn't work though. I don't get no benefit out of that. Because I could sell those knives for more than £12. The whole point is I'm getting a lot of metal for £12 that I don't have. I didn't have £12 to buy those things. So unless I can get the weed slashes for the £12, it's not worth me bothering. Because I could sell those knives for probably £30 anyway. That's why it's a good deal for everyone. You know what I mean? Rose I've read and said, Paddy, I'm assuming that I'm going to read that in my head first. General collector. Is this like a 2-parter, Rose? Pity said, were you a soldier? No, I've never been a soldier, never been in the military. No. Alcoholic, maybe. Maybe. It's not, no fucking maybe in it. Yeah, I am as dropped describes the general collector, yes. The general, the king, and the collector. Paddy and Mick, Irish lighthouse keepers are lonely, so they decide to order a blow-up doll. After their package arrived, much to their horror, had 2 massive tits and a 12-inch cock. So they rang to complain, only to be told it was inside out. That's nice one. But yeah, saying if I can get if the weed slices come back to 12 quid, I'll let everyone know. But without being able to do that, I don't really get any benefit out of it because I could sell those knives for more than 12 quid anyway. But it was convenient for me because I didn't have 12 quid to buy the weed slices in the first place. You know what I mean? So people was getting a good knife out of it, and I was getting a good deal of metal that I couldn't afford to buy. You know. Yeah. Because that's the problem with it. I don't actually make any money out of it. I am literally making no money out of this at all. I'm not getting anything out of it other than metal. I'm getting extra metal that means I save money because I don't need to buy any now. But yeah. So no worries. Let me know if you're doing it, and I'll see if I can buy. I will. I will definitely let you know. But yeah, I did look. I looked last week, and there was literally none for 12 quid. So I remember years ago when people would come on the stream and have their names be bent over. And there was one earlier. There was Will My Finger Do? Yes. Don't make everyone change their names suddenly. Right, waiting for the drops comment to come up on there now. I'm still leaning forward. For fuck's sake, I'm just doing it. The drops, can you not get a full stick of the same material? Like have a look on the local metal sales. Possibly. I don't really know, drops. I never really looked into it. It's always just easier to get the weed slashers, weed whackers, because, you know. Yeah. You probably could, but I don't know if you could get it already, like, hardened and tempered and spring, you know what I mean? I don't really know. Richard said, one of the funniest troll names I saw was Phil Mike Hunt, and there was a profile picture of a woman with her tongue out, and her eyes rolled back of it. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, eyes rolled into the back of her head. Dawson, I know it's Springsteen long, but might be worth it. Yeah, well, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean, Doc. It might be. It might well be worth it. I was going to ask you what you lot were doing tonight. Evidently, you're watching this. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Back to normal for a couple of weeks. And then it'll be my birthday. And then I'll be going to see Metallic not long after that. Dark Souls says, when is the Ninja Sword ban video coming? Next week, Dark Souls. I'll do that next week for you. That'll be the perfect thing for me to do, because I haven't done a video this week. I was going to put a video on of Metallic using the lathe, which I will as well. Yeah. But next week. The doctor said Phil McCrevis, yes. So I said, the thing is, though, you've got a temper. Yeah, well, no, you don't. With the weed slashes, you don't. Because this is the whole point of the weed slashes. This is why getting the other metal potentially isn't worth bothering. Those weed slashes are already hardened and tempered. They stay sharp. A file. They're not massively sharp. The hardness. Do I even know what the Rockwell hardness is written down? They're slightly softer than your average knife, but not by much. So they are hardened and tempered. So the whole point is you can skip that process completely. You know what I mean? And they will stay sharp. They work like and all you have to do is you keep it cool when you do it. And that's why we chose the weed slashers and already made tools, so that you can completely skip that process. You know what I mean? And that tends to be why I don't buy. Exactly, yeah. If that's what you meant, Saint, that's why I don't buy lumps of metal. Because when I get a lump of metal, that I then have to harden and temper it, which I don't really have the capabilities of doing. Not easily, not as easy as I can just getting a piece that's already hardened and tempered and just keeping it cool when I make it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, and it adds a process that I don't need to do. Rose Iron said, "Do you make?" Yes, I do make knives. Rose Iron. I'll show you. Do you want to see some of them? I can show you some if you want. Well, you see that I made that knife there. I made that sword just there. I made that knife just there. I won't bother getting them down. I'll get some of the ones I've been doing lately and show you those if you want. If you'd like to see some. Yeah, but that's why things like the basically ready-made tools that are already hardened and tempered are perfect. Perfect for making knives if you know. Well, the drops, I do know how to temper metal and I do know how to harden it. I just can't be asked with heating things up in ovens and heating things up to sort of red hot and then dipping them in shit when I don't need to. You know what I mean? And also the thing is, you can do that. This is another thing that I never have to deal with. You can heat it up ready to fucking temper it, drop it in the thing, and it buckles or it cracks. I've never had that issue with what I do. Yeah. Alright, Rose, I'll go get some in a second. Thanks to that funny story, I took my air gun apart, sanded it all to bare metal because I had some surface rust on it. Now I'm having to spray it again, and I've already ruined it. What you need is gun blue. You need some gun blue. Saints of Riz, I don't think so. I'll check out the stream afterwards. Oh yeah, I'll show you a slate ripper knife in a minute. Drop said debated that with mine, Saint, and that's why I didn't. Yeah, I wouldn't bother taking them down to bare metal. Well, I've taken a gun down to bare metal before, and then I re-blued it. And you can get cold bluing kits, which work pretty good, but you will have to take the gun completely apart because you have to, when you blue it, you have to basically wash the blue off. So it has to be under running water to get that blue off. And you have to blue it. I'm pretty sure I blued a complete gun once. And now cold bluing is really for touching things up, but you can do a whole gun with it. What gun was it? I'm sure I have done. I'm sure I've done a whole gun, a whole air rifle, re-blued it. Yeah, with touch-up stuff. Hello, Mother. How you doing? We didn't get around to watching the parody in the end. It's been a funny evening. Dark Soul said I saw a video by Army Antiques and Military, and they said that it's the cheap stuff that's come from China that the government wants to ban, not stuff that costs a lot of money. Yes, you are right. So I think handmade ones should still be okay. It is basically crappy sort of wall hangers they want to ban. So I figured if I mess up the black paint and just spray it with camo paint, yeah, we'll do that, mate. Hang on, Rhodes, I've read and I'll show you some of my knives I've made. I don't know where my big one is. And I'll show you what they're made from as well. Where is that big one? I don't know where it is. Hang on. Let me just find this big knife that's worth showing. That's the thing, because metallic's been around. I've moved a lot of stuff about, and I don't know where that big knife is. Oh, I know where it is. If I can find a slate ripper, I'll show you that as well. Right, I'm back. So, this is a slate ripper. So, I turned one of these into this. I've still not finished this one yet though. This, I still need to, yes, not forged in fire, forged in grinder. That's my leather work. So that was made from a slate ripper. All of the other things you're going to see now were made from these, which are weed slashers. So these are a lot of little knives I've been making lately. These are just little basic things. Well, when they're this big, they don't flex at all. So one this big doesn't flex at all in the slightest. Some of the bigger ones do. I'll show you one of the swords I've made. So yeah, there's that sword up there is made from weed slasher. Yeah, these don't flex at all. And then I made this recently. This isn't finished yet, but there's that's going to be one of the giveaway ones. Where's my drink? Just gonna see if I've missed any comments. Yeah, well, you can polish it up yourself for 12 quid. So it's nice. I heard you lot have got some pretty strict laws there. Hope it's nice on the other side of the world. Oh, Australia, yeah. Rhodes said, I'm a firearms owner, but I do appreciate the art of making knives. Yes. For 12 quid, you can polish that fucking thing out yourself. I'll show you the D-Guard sword I made, which technically belongs to someone else, but they can't pick it up yet. Well, not pick it up, they can't have it sent to them yet. Oh, God. So this is a sword made from a weed slasher. So I did the leather work on this. So it's got a nice leather scabbard, D-Guard, you know, it's completely handmade. And these will have a bit of flex, but they, you know, they go back straight. Yeah. And they're perfectly usable swords. You know, some swords do flex. That is just what some swords do. But yeah. So I'll try and show you the fucking logo on there. But yeah, that's an idea of some of the stuff I do. But what I tend to do, so I like to just, I don't want to I probably could do all the forging. The issue is, it then starts bringing in issues that I don't want to deal with. It means continuously having to run things that are using some kind of fuel, gas, wood, coal, something like that. I'm gonna have to, and then that means that's a constant thing I have to keep replenishing, as an extra thing. Electricity is paid here anyway. I know you can get electric ones, but still, I suspect they would start. It's just a process I feel you don't need to do. And a lot of people do it, I think, purely out of either they don't know you can miss that bit out, or they're purists. Because a lot of people think getting a blade blank or a hardened and tempered piece of metal and working on that isn't knife making. Do you know what I mean? That's not true knife making, but I just think they're doing extra steps they don't need to do. You know what I mean? Because what's the point in getting a piece of metal, hammering it into a block, and then taking an angle grinder to it and shaping it into a knife? I think that's just pointless fucking. But it's not pointless, because you need to remember in the old days that's how knives were made and that's how they had to be made. You know what I mean? You don't need to do those steps nowadays. You can miss them out. Richard said, this is why you got restricted, all this type of polishing your brass and D-guards. Yes, exactly. Roads I've ridden said the firearms laws are pretty strict in Australia, but not too bad. Richard, electric induction forges are high maintenance. That's the thing. You can't win. I know from talking to Rich, the issues that can arise. Because what you need to remember is a lot of YouTubers who make knives and make it look piss easy probably don't show you the times when the knife completely fucks up. Now, some of them will, but there are times when you'll get halfway through a knife, 3/4 of the way through a knife, and you harden it, and it'll buckle. The classic example where you'll see that happen is watching Forged in Fire. Often their blades will crack or bend, and that's real life. Whereas you don't see that in YouTube videos. But yeah, it's for me, it's just an extra thing I don't want to do. I don't want to start having to running some kind of fuel that I don't have to, and because it's constant money I have to keep paying for that I can't afford. You know what I mean? Pete said gas is the best modern way. You just have to buy the gas all the time. Well, that's it. That would probably be the easiest way to go. But again, it's getting the gas, isn't it? And because people say, oh, well, it's cheap. But I earn 40 quid a month. That's it. That's all the money I earn. And that goes to everything I need to do. You know what I mean? That's why I can't afford to buy new trousers. And people don't realise that. They think, oh yeah, look at all them guns. I ain't got no money. I do not sign on. This is my job. The only guaranteed money I get is 40 quid a month. And that's it. That's the only guaranteed money I get. And I don't see any of that. None of that actually goes to me. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can't afford to run anything that isn't already been paid for, aka electric, essentially. You know what I mean? So not to mention doing forging in your back garden is probably going to annoy the neighbours too. You don't need land, but it really, well, exactly, mate, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, Pete said that's like 1.5 months on a small gas bottle. Oh, that ain't too bad, is it? I suppose. But you know what I mean, though. I struggle to, Although I do get a little bit more now because I've actually got ads, but I've only put ads on on about maybe 40 videos, and probably only 20 of those videos are actual sort of what they call evergreen content. which is constantly getting views. Because I don't bother putting them on live streams because I suspect I'd probably get chucked off of monetization if I did. They don't get constantly rewatched anyway, so there's no point. They're not an evergreen content. So yeah, I've put ads on my top 20 evergreen content that constantly gets views, and I do get a bit now at least. Yeah. Saint said the roads I've ridden, it felt like an oven today. It was 18 degrees, yeah. It was hot. I'm boiling hot today. I don't know if you can hear. I've got a fan over there. Drop said, if you shave it down too much and there's a super hard stop bot or it snaps or you completely forgot it needed a handle. Yes, exactly that, Drop knows. And that comment didn't come up on there. That's weird. Saint said, I'm going to head off, mate. Cheers for the stream. Take care, Saint. See you later, mate. What are you putting single... Oh, you're back, are you, Tactical? How long was that? Half an hour? I just realised you're back. Yes. Yeah, bloody freezing and lonely on the naughty step. Have you just been listening in? Should have just commented on fucking Discord. Oh, God. I've put a couple of these knives in my coat pockets now as little EDC knives because they're non-locking. And they've got a decent edge on them. They're decent little knives there. Drop said, shush, Tactical, she's in the house at the moment. Yeah, you wait till she comes back. She is not... Penny has not been taking any shit tonight. Right, I'm going to go onto my tablet and see if we've had any donations. Because that's the only way you're getting a late night live stream tonight. Because I don't have the money. Sadly, I don't have the money to buy the fucking internet tonight. And, I can't remember what the other thing was. Roads I've ridden said, I see on YouTube about the state of England. I'll tell you what, mate. I think a lot of that is, it depends where you live. And it depends on what you're watching. Because where I live, it's all right. It's nice. It's fine. And even I go to London regularly now. Never had an issue. Don't have to wear body armour. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, everywhere there are dodgy places. But no, it's this. The thing is, it ain't all that bad. Some people think it is. But, and maybe where some people live, it is. Where I live... It's all right. It's all right. I don't mind it. Don't worry. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You have to just take it for what it is. The government will always constantly want to try and ban things. You need to remember, though, in Australia, it's probably quite similar, though. Our weapon and gun cultures are quite... it's niche. The general public don't support it. Whereas in America, they're brought up with that right to bear arms, and that's like a natural, normal thing to them. It's not over here, and it's not in... Yeah, good point, Tony. No politics. But yeah, it's what it is. I don't think it's all that bad, really. It depends who you ask. Now, if you ask someone else, they go, yeah, it's fucking terrible, blah, 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 It is what it is. Make the most of it, and my life's all right. I don't have any issues, Penny is right. No politics. I was supposed to be checking to see whether I had any donations yet. It's only a £5, by the way. I'm not asking for the world. Just a £5. If anyone wants to chuck a £5 in so everyone else can watch me later, please do. We will love you for it. I might even do... If someone does chuck a £5 in, I'll do something special for you. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something special for you. And the people who join in the late night live stream, I'll make them do something special for you too. Nick said, statistically, I live in a really bad area, but I've never had any issue. Most violence you see on the news is gang-related and will never affect normal people. Excellent point, Nick. Excellent point, mate. Yes, and very true. Pete said, we make the best of what we got and what we can make. Exactly, Pete. Exactly, mate. Yes. Exactly. That's it, isn't it? That's it. Yes. Rita said, we need a face off of Tactical and Penny on Halloween 5 scene where Jamie's hiding in the laundry chute. Oh, God, let him kill me, please, God. Yes. Great idea. Great idea. Pete said, I'll do it. What, you're going to donate a fiver for us, Pete? You're going to donate a fiver for us? Thank you very much, Pete, if you do. Penny said, I appear special enough. Yeah, Jock said, I can give you a... Oh, you meant cash. That said, you do not want to know what I want for fiver. 8 can. Fucking 8 cans! You'd be lucky to get 2! You'd be lucky to get 2 in this day and age. Fucking Christ. Where the fuck do you live? Fucking 1930s? Apparently he does with his £1.50 pints. Fucking no, I'm not drinking straight vodka, Rose. No, I'm not. No, I've got some tonic water there. It's just flat tonic water. I don't really like fizzy drinks. You'd think I probably was there, wouldn't you? Oh God. Yeah, tactical lives in the 1930s with his fucking £1.50 pints. Oh God, I don't know, even check this shit on here. I can't even look on here. Oh well, no, no. Thank you, Peach, you're a fucking legend, mate. Good old Peach. Have you left a comment though? If you left a comment, I don't know if I'll be able to read it. You may need to put the comment in here. If you've left a comment on there, you might have to copy and paste it and put it onto the chat for me. Thank you, Peach. You're a fucking... What would you like me to do for you, Peach? I'd prefer it to be private, though. I'll do something for you, mate. Peach, I just said, get your Wi-Fi. Thank you, Peach. Genuinely, cheers, mate. There you go. Can you all thank Peach, people who might come on later? Tactical said it's 10 quid now. They used to be 8 quid. £1.50 a pint, they're gone now. Really, that tonic water. Really just more vodka. Peach said a leather sack will do. Oh, I'll sort you out a leather sack. I'll sort you out a leather sack. I said, hell, I remember when smokes was... I can. I remember when it was £1.10 for 10 cigarettes and about £2.20 for 20. Depending on where you go now, if you buy expensive cigarettes, they can be up to nearly 20 quid for 20. My computer's just gone off. Fucking piece of shit. Well, good job I can read them on there then, isn't it? Road said any more vodka you return it a fucking potato. Oh, Christ. Oh, I'm hoping to do like a 5 o'clocker tonight. Yes, this is early. It's early yet. I'll sort you out a nice sack. You can have one of my sacks, Peach. Johnson, I'm clapping for Peach as opposed to the other day when I was clapping a Peach. Yes. Yes. Oh, Penny informed us that night of when it was about to start, when it finished. So if I go back, I can work out exactly how long he was at it. Oh God. Peach said my Long Island tea is gone. No. Well, Peach, cheers, mate. Cheers. I was talking to a bloke last night, he pays 12 quid for rolling back. I used to buy Amber Leaf. Yes, I remember Amber Leaf for $1.99, yes. So you'd buy Amber Leaf and it would come in a cigarette packet. It had the 12.5 grams of tobacco in it and a packet of Rizzlers. And didn't it have filters as well, Tactical, in there? I'm sure it had filters, Rizzlers and fucking backy. Yeah, $1.99. I loved Amber Leaf. Yeah, I used to smoke a good bit of Amber Leaf. Dark said, yeah, might be going to be rolling my own. Pete said, yeah, she was done. Claps all around, yes. Yeah, Penny informed us when you was about to start and when it ended. So I'm going to go back now and I'm going to look into that to see how long, see the time period of when she said it started when it ended. Pete said, I like the smell of tobacco, but not when it's burning. Yeah, actual tobacco when it's smoking is fucking horrible. especially like it's hard to explain, but so tobacco smoke when it's been sucked into your lungs and then blown back out doesn't smell so bad. The smoke coming off of the end of a fag is horrible. Now, no smoke used to bother me. When I smoked, I could have a roll up in my mouth and just leave it there, and I could smoke that, or a fag, with it in my mouth without having to take it out. You know, I'd just puff at that. Not all the time, but it wouldn't bother me just having a fag burning there while I smoked it if I was doing something. You know. I didn't have filters, but I did have Rizzlers then, yeah. Johnson, I'm no minute man, more like 61 seconds. Penny said, you're being weird. Penny, you can't deny it. You can't deny it. This one's going to be age restricted now. Stop writing food things, drops. Drops, yes. Rose Overin said, it's a bit early for bourbon. It's 7. Oh, is it 30? I forget. Yeah, I do have a mate from New Zealand who comes on, and I often forget that when it's very late in the night for us, he's only just got up, or it's like midday to him. So if we're up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, it's like midday for him. So he might often sit there smoking his old pipe, but yeah. Richard, I'm sure you smoked your cigarettes in one drag, Mike. I think people find it weird that I used to smoke. I properly smoked. I was a fucking dirty old smoker as well. I used to smoke dog ends. And at one point, I haven't done this loads, but we used to make our own homemade cigars out of newspaper. So we'd get a piece of newspaper about that long, and you'd get a load of dog end tobacco, which is, well, no, dog end, what would an American call that? Cigarette butt tobacco. We call them dog ends or fag butts. Right, yeah, smoking on a fag butt is quite a common thing. Sucking on a fag butt in the UK is quite a common real event, okay? And it's not X-rated. Anyway, you'd get your cigarette ends, get the tobacco out. Didn't even cut off the burnt bit. That goes in it as well. Fill it up. Sometimes get the cleanest used filter you could find. Put that in. Roll it up and completely soak it in spit as you was doing. Roll it up till it was about that, probably about as fat as my finger. Thank you, Rhodes. Please do some. Please do some. Thank you, mate. Yeah, no, I think you'll like it on it. It's good. It's good. You'll have a good laugh, mate. The regulars are cool, nice people. You can have a good laugh. Talk about anything. Talk about anything within reason. The only thing we don't really do is politics or religion, really, because they cause arguments with people. Anyway, and we used to sit there smoking at the age of about 10, smoking our homemade newspaper and dog end cigars in our little camps we made in the back garden. Great times. That did, yeah. Drunk dog ends. Those were the days. Yes, exactly. Richard said, compensating for something with those Looney Tunes sized cigarettes. Oh, God. Featured vintage pre-smoked cigs. The best. It was the best. It was the best. Drop said, butts, or you could ask a store if they're Lucy's, aka smokes that fell out of the box. I've never thought of doing that, There used to be a shop round the corner that used to sell single cigarettes. He would open a pack up and sell you like 4 fags if you wanted to. I mean, that's long gone. We was talking about that shop recently, so I can't remember why we was talking about it. And I started telling them that. So there used to be a shop up round the corner. It's not there now. It's been made into flats. But some evenings we would go up there with a great big piece of wood, and on the end of that wood was a load of double-sided tape wrapped around the end of the stick. And we'd go up to the shop about 3 o'clock in the morning, and someone would hold up the letterbox, because foolishly this shop had a letterbox in the middle of the door, because the shop used to be a house, right? So someone would hold the letterbox open, and we'd stick a stick in, and then stick it down onto something, pull it back out. Yeah, you could nick stuff from the shop from the outside. Yeah. And I reckon that bloke probably thought there was ghosts there as well. Because often when you started pulling it back, they'd fall on the floor. We tried litter pickers, didn't quite work. Yeah, there you go. Oh, who doesn't love wood? Who doesn't love wood? Mother, how are you doing anyway? You alright? There's a rumour has it that you used Sunday spots that looked nice. Oh yeah, a pair of tits on there. You look down, stare at the tits while you was... I had to give Metallic the Sunday sport earlier. She wanted some newspaper for She wanted some newspaper to wrap up some rabbit stuff. And I said, sorry, my queen, but you're going to have to ignore the tits. But the thing is, the Sunday Sport, every page has tits on it. So the singles, 10p, usually the brand that sold the least. Yeah, I never bought any singles from the shop, but yeah, that shop up there used to. But he said, fuck's sake, you could make a movie from all the shit you did as kids. That was great, Pete. Yeah, got to have a great big pole, 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't remember because my brother-in-law Jay didn't know we used to do that, and I can't remember why. It came up originally that it started. I think Jay said, "Can you remember the shop up there that used to sell the single fags?" And that's what made me remember because we happened to have gone on the same conversation weirdly. Yeah, and then I thought, I'll tell you about that. So I said, "Porn in Shrubs, the WeaponCollector story." Yes. I had a box full. There's a big box down there, about this big. A big, like, it was like an equipment box. I can't explain. In a big metal rimmed box that carried some kind of equipment in it that we got hold of. That was full of pornos at one point. Mother said, Mike, I'm disappointed. You could have watched the parody today. Our queen wasn't in the mood. You have to get our queen in the right mood, Mother. We'll watch it, I promise you. We'll watch it. I'm going to go and see her soon. When I go and see her, I'll persuade her to watch it then. All right? But at the minute, it's been a weird couple of days. So it's been lovely having Metallic round here. But it wasn't like it was lovely having her around here. But it wasn't like our normal visit. We was like in the shed all the time, doing stuff. Yeah. So when we got in, we was both fucked, to be honest. We were absolutely knackered. So it meant you needed to just sit down, and we may be completely wrong. Does that parody even have subtitles? Because we imagined it did. Yes. There's a scheme don't. Yeah. Pizza, for fuck's sake, this fucking parody. Want me to watch it for you? Go on, Pete, you are. Mother, would that satisfy you if Pete watched it instead? I will watch it. There's the CCC dagger. Crinkle cut for her pleasure. So, I'll tell you what I will do, Pete. I'll sort you out a new leather sack soon, but also what I will do, I think I'm going to do a paid-for giveaway soon. Don't let me forget, I'll give you 5 entries into that, for that donation. Richard, I can imagine Matt getting annoyed at you bringing up all the hooligan stuff you did 20 years. No, he wouldn't, he's bad. No, he wouldn't get annoyed. He wouldn't get annoyed. Matt would remember more than me, which is the great thing. And if Matt was here, he'd start reminding us of weird little details of what happened that I can't remember anymore. No, he wouldn't give a shit. He wouldn't give 2 shits. Well, other than that, he did once say about, oh, you're always bringing up stuff that happened years ago. I might do on here a little bit occasionally. But it's weird when you're essentially talking to yourself. You know what I mean? But often when I see people I haven't seen for years, they will, because they haven't seen me for 20 years, they got nothing else to talk about. So they'll start talking about weird odd things. And then Malcolm says, oh, you're always talking about fucking stuff that happened 20 years ago. I said, it ain't me. They asked me about it. Do you remember this? Do you remember that? Yeah, I'll sort you out, Peach. Yeah, these are lovely. These are. I'll tell you what. Did I show that? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, and don't forget you can also support this channel. Peach did because he's fucking awesome. Mother said I don't mind. I'd leech. I don't mind if Peach. I don't mind Peach will watch it, but not instead of you both. We'll just confirm you must watch it. I promise you, Mother, we will watch it eventually. Just give us time. Just give us time. Ortiz, how you doing, mate? Are you alright? Show a Mac 10. I don't have a Mac 10. I have a Spaz 12. I have an M16. It's not. It's an AR-15. Yes. Peach, what's better? Peaches or leech? I haven't got an Uzi anymore. Sadly. Sold it. I can't show you my CCC. We'd get chucked off of YouTube. I already got my last bloody YouTube video fucking age restricted. That's a comb, by the way. Of course, that's illegal. Riz, I just get told nobody wants to hear you all the time if I talk about anything in my relatives. You know what, Rich? I'm here for you. And so are the Discord lot. Well, I want to hear things. I want to hear the things you've been doing, Rich, and the things you have done, and maybe the things you will do. Richard is actually digging a well right now, and the sole purpose of this well is for chucking people in it and then making them put lotion on their skin. You know, and I fully support Richard in his endeavours of making a human skin suit. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Is there? Or is there? I don't know. Peach said it's true. Jacques said peach leeches, they tend to look like that on their foreheads. Yeah, peaches. I don't know, peaches or leech? Mike needs cheap human leather. I do. I'd be up for a bit of human leather. Yeah, I do need some cheap leather though. Get some cheap leather, and then if you can get it with tattoos on, you know, you can have like a tattoo across the fucking Yeah, there's a question for you. It might be too hard, but if you wetted some leather, surely you'd be able to tattoo that, couldn't you? There's a question for you. Someone please do that for me, because if you can, I'm going to do this. I know you probably don't need to, do you? Because you can just do it with a marker pen nowadays. Not marker pen, a biro will stay on leather. Yeah. I'm just saying, maybe you could tattoo leather if it was wet, a bit softer. Jock said this, I do my best to get everyone to shut up when it's late, chat, so you can say yourself. You do, Jock, you genuinely do. You do. Yes. Yeah, pigskin. Yeah, you can definitely do pigskin, can't you? Oh, yeah, there's a question for you. That's a very good... I'll tell you what, Dropped. Right, so, buy some pigskin, tattoo it, and then fucking tan it. Tan some pigskin. Well, that's the thing, Pete. Even a biro would probably do it, so you could probably just fucking... what do you call it? Just fucking draw something on the biro. Because I did for the Witcher knife, the Witcher sword. Sorry, that biro that I put on has never come off. So yeah, sharp. Do you know what? I reckon even a biro would just do it. Look. Oh fuck me! I nearly dropped that on me then. See those lines there? That's biro. You could thinking about it, you probably wouldn't need to do much more than that. Yeah. Pig tattoo. So pig sticker, yes, pig sticker, nice. Khalid, how you doing, mate? You alright? Yeah, how you doing? You alright? I'm just having a nice relax. It's quite hot tonight. I'd probably be glad to get in the windy house tonight, cool down a bit. Rhodes said, do you guys do any hunting? I happen to have done some hunting recently. Yes. Yeah, you can do deer hunting over here and pretty much any small game hunting. me and my friend Metallic recently went rabbit hunting. It was more of pest control because the rabbits there are tearing up the ground and destroying it. So you can go to this place, as long as you have permission, you can go and shoot the rabbits and do whatever you want with them. And yeah, me, Metallic is my female friend as well. She's a woman. And my cousin Ben, we went shooting the other night. And I did get a rabbit. And so today she was... the other night we gutted it. I think yesterday we gutted it and skinned it. And today she was preserving, because she's going to keep the skin. She's going to have the skin and have that in her... She has them in her front room. Clean said, question, do you have a Browning replica? No, I don't, mate. Tactical said, I was out cougar hunting last night. Didn't bag anything. Clean said, I hunted a fox once, but wasn't successful. I suppose they're beaver hunting. Yes, exactly. Exactly, mate. Richard said, Watership Down Weapon Collector Edition. It certainly was. It certainly was. No, do you know what I used, Rose? I used a 2.2 air rifle. I used a 2.2 air rifle, and I took it was a standing shot with a telescopic sight, but it's still a difficult shot, and I shot that rabbit in the back of the head at 35 yards, standing. That surprised me, to be honest. It was a fucking good shot. It felt like a fluke, but to be honest, if that was what I was aiming at, then is it a fluke? Is it a fluke if that's what you was aiming to do? No, it just felt like a fluke. Because I used to say the same thing about when I used to play darts. Whenever you hit a 180, which is 3 treble 20s, it always felt like a fluke, but it's not a fluke, is it? If that's what you was aiming to do. I tell you what, Rhodes, I didn't expect to hit it at that distance. Not with an air rifle. Because it's longer than the sight it's sighted into as well. So yeah, I've done pretty good. Thank you, I appreciate that. And everyone is, yeah. I wouldn't normally say it was a fucking good shot, but I'll tell you, I was well happy with that. It surprised me. I wouldn't normally, go, oh yeah, it's a good shot, I'd be a bit more modest, but it generally was. It surprised me. Thank you. Yeah, because, even with a telescopic sight, there's a lot of movement standing up. It was about an 11 foot-pound a BSA Lightning. It was a BSA Lightning. So basically what we was doing, how you doing, Cook? You're right, mate. We was sat in this field. It was near a main road, so he has permission to shoot there. We took my 2.2 BSA Lightning air rifle and a silenced 410 shotgun. But we never used the shotgun in the end. Sat there waiting. Nothing was really happening. The rabbits were very skittish. Ben reckons that there'd probably been other people shooting down there. Because he said he's been down there and there's been so many rabbits down there, it's been insane. There's like fucking hundreds of them. At most, we're seeing about 5 or 6 about, which was pretty good though. Every single time you'd get a chance of a shot, you wouldn't really get one because you'd shine the light and they'd run off. So we was looking with a night vision scope, finding them, and then Ben would say, there's one over there, and tell me the distance, and give me the thing. I'd see a vague where it is, and then he'd turn the torch on, and then I'd go for it. I only really took about, I don't know, maybe 7 shots at different, rabbits. But we got one though. We got one, and that was all. We was there for a couple of hours. The problem is, I don't get to see Ben a lot. So when we go out with Ben, we're always talking and doing the things you shouldn't do when you're hunting. You know what I mean? We're messing around too much. You know what I mean? Where are we? Richard Tactical, I'm expanding my waistline and receding, and I tend to scare the cougars off. I know it is. I know Richard's. Tactical said, my ugly face does the same. I'm like a tengu. Oh, Christ. Rhodes said we have a Thursday night competition at our gun club. It's 2-2 rifles, freestanding, unsupported targets at 45, 60, 70, 100. That's a lot. Yeah, my air rifle is only ever really been sighted in at about 20 yards, maybe 22 yards at most. So 35 was it's a bit. It's knowing what we did. My cousin put a can down. He said, I'm going to pace out 35 yards. That's about as close as we'll get. See if you can hit that. First shot, it was slightly high. So I knew then, because I had taken the guns out into the garden and gave them a test. So it was reasonably accurate at that distance. So anyway, what's everyone up to tomorrow? You got anything planned for tomorrow? What day is it tomorrow? Sunday? Andy, how you doing, mate? He said, Rhodes make a freehand shoot. Rhodes make a channel, freehand shoot. Yeah, freehand shooting is hard. It is. I genuinely didn't expect to hit that rabbit at that distance. Standing up. Yeah. I wouldn't normally go, yeah, it was a good shot, but it fucking genuinely was. I was surprised by it. Very surprised and very happy. Because Metallic wanted a rabbit. Yeah, we're going to have it for our dinner next time she's round. Cookie said it's ridiculous that bow hunting is bad. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Metallic would love that. Metallic would love a bit of bow hunting. You got bows. Oh, bows. Well, Robson, maybe you'll do better if you squeeze your boobs together, plunging neckline. Darrow used to come out of us, and he used to have a shirt that the neckline came down to like here. I was just saying, what's wrong with you? Why are you wearing a shirt with the neckline down to like there? What's wrong with you, mate? That's not normal, is it? That ain't fucking normal. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Someone put in the word exclamation mark like and the thing will come up. So yeah, Metallic's with Dulcie tonight. Can't remember. I think Dulcie was supposed to be going out tonight. I think, yeah, but yeah, it doesn't matter. That's another thing. Pete said even the V-necks in GTA. I know that's not right, is it, Pete? Now Pete has got the body of a fucking an Adonis, mate, and even he wouldn't wear a fucking V-neck shirt down here, would you, Pete? That's just wrong. It's just wrong, isn't it? It's just wrong, isn't it, Pete? Tactical said to the drops, I do have someone who's after me. After me. But she's married and I have morals. Yeah, good on you, Tactical. Got chest hair, yo, and a big gaudy medallion. I've got a bit of missing chest hair on mine because I've had to put I keep having to put pain pads on my chest. So I've got like a square here that's shaven. Face it only for an 80s disco costume. Well, exactly. Rhodes I've read said, I did bow hunting for about 10 years. 10 years, millions of wild boar here. Yeah. You can hunt quite a few things over there, can't you? Can't you shoot the like the kangaroos can be shot as well, can't they? And the dingoes and shit, they can be shot, can't they? Because don't you? You could, I can't remember specifically, but isn't there a thing where you can shoot the dingoes and you hang them up? You just hang them up on a tree and then someone will come and get them or something? Or is that something else? Or is that something you shouldn't be doing? I can't remember now. Cookie said all week and shoot here as a breeze. Shooting the breeze here, mate. Shooting the shit. Taxi was no joke. An old mate of mine turned up at mine, fake gold chain, and I swear his medallion had cocoa written on it. Oh, fucking hell. Jock said, told y'all I'd be shirtless when it's finally warmer. I know, don't worry, Jock. I don't mind seeing you drop. I don't mind seeing you topless, mate. That's fine. I've got nothing against people being topless. I just think it looks wrong. A V-neck on a bloke coming down here. It just looks wrong. Just fucking take your fucking shirt off. Yeah, my twin brother walks around with no top on. He don't give a fuck. Get all his tattoos out. Yeah, he goes. They go to work with no tops on. Fucking, I wouldn't say sunburnt because they're out all through the year. Their bodies get used to the sun, so it was always funny because you work outside all the time. They get really brown after a while because they're in the sun every day and they don't bother putting any sun cream on because they just naturally get used to it. Because luckily in the UK, you do get seasons, proper seasons, so it gradually gets a bit sunny, and your skin gets used to it, sort of thing. And then by the time it's full summer, them lot are quite fucking tanned, unintentionally. Richard said, I'd be the first to use a dangerous game setup for taking pigeons if bow hunting was allowed in the UK. That would be great, wouldn't it? Johnson, my body is used to the sun, the welder on the other hand. But yeah, because they're out in it, you know, I'm not, I get sunburnt because I don't really go out a lot. Yeah. I suppose Richard had a top on when we went round there to do his fucking... Richard probably forced himself into putting a top on when we went round there. I imagine if he could have got away with it, because Metallic hates hairy chest, he'd be stood there gagging. I can't have my fucking... I can't get my chest out anywhere near her, unless it's shaven. Rose said, I have my wife's underwear on, does that count? Maybe. Jock said, only if it's a fun on backwards, and I don't mean sandals, yes. That one. Oh, fuck's sake. Guys are sunburnt like a bronze Adonis, whereas I'm like a bronze Buddha. Same here, tactical, same here. Yes, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. So what I'll do, it's 11:15. I'll probably stay on here till about 1ish, and then I'll do a quick live stream in the Wendy house, and I'll go private if people want to join me. But he said, I got to shave my twink body again. Fucking hair just keeps growing back. Can you believe it? No, I know the feeling, Peach. I often have a good shave all over, depending on, you know, how I feel. Yeah, I need a shave. I need a bodily shave. Got to be done in it, Peach. This is a Trailer Park Boys Randy condition. I'm allergic to wearing shirts. Richard, I've seen you, mate. I've seen you. We all know about the crossbow bear. Johnson, I'm the type to shave in the morning. Actually, I'm 5 o'clock shadow, so I don't bother. I had a shave tonight because it was it had started irritating my neck. I noticed, and I've been like scratching and getting a red neck. So I had a shave tonight just for that. Rose said, I identify as a mankini. I hang around shop front windows looking fabulous. I bet you do. Oh, God. Tactical said, Bigfoot around the campfire, 10 stories about the crossbow bear. Yes. We all know about the crossbow bear. Drop said, dropped fuckers with neck beards drive me around the bend. Same here. Fucking neck beards. Get rid of your neck beards. Do not have a neck beard. It's wrong, innit, Dropped? It is wrong. But also, no offence if anyone does have a neck beard. I'm not a complete bastard, but it's wrong. Mankini, yes. Bright green one. Oh, of course. Gotta be. And it's got to be right up your arse crack as well. Don't get me another age-restricted fucking live stream. I can't work out what got it. Because we do talk about a lot of random things. But it says sexually explicit, like sexual talk. Or sexual noises. And what made me laugh is I skipped through the live stream, and then the only bit that I came across that could have got it, there probably was a bit that could have got it age restricted, but the only bit that came up was me going about, I want to sniff this leather, but I'm not sure because Pojo's had his arse on it. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It might have been zip reaction. Rose said, the vodka got you here. Well, exactly, mate. Exactly. Richard said, Peach, you're a twink. That's too fruity for me. I can't support that lifestyle. Lift style. He can't support that lift style when you do your lifting. Now I'm gonna play breakup songs and cry on YouTube that our friendship is ending. Oh god. Drop said, anyone got anyone with the light yet? No, I know. I think Metallic tested itself on herself. It wasn't Scrumptious Scat. It might have been. It might have been Peach. It might have been Scrumptious Scat. Oh fuck! Has that been put on as a? I thought of a good band name when we was going down the hill with Metallic the other day, but I fucking forgot it by the time I got home. Scrumptious Scat. I love that name. That better be a band name. What happens if you put a band name on twice? I know the question. Don't say that's it. I'm throwing my rosary away. I got one of my DVDs out the other day, and the DVD is like separated and doesn't work. The DVDs have a date, a shelf date. Rhodes said, I think the English Australians have the same sense of humour. And they do. I was saying that the other day, mate. One of the things I absolutely love about Australians and like New Zealand is because a lot of you lot sort of come from us anyway, don't you? You know what I mean? And we do. We have very, very similar sense of humour. In fact, the Australians, your humour is like how ours was about 20 years ago. In the days of the, when anything went, you know what I mean? When anything, because, in private, anything still goes anyway, but on the telly, you don't see the comedy you'll see on your telly is what ours used to be like about maybe 10, 15 years ago, without any restrictions. And I love it. Yeah, no, we do. We do have very similar, English and Australian do have very similar sense of humour. You like the sarcasm as well that we like. I love a bit of sarcasm as I was going to say it. Yeah, cunt, yes. They're saying cunt is the best word, we all say cunt, yeah. But we do, and I do love watching a good Australian comedy or film, because it feels very what's the word? I don't know. It makes me feel at home almost. I do like the they do. It's weird. I actually mentioned this about 2 days ago to Metallic because we were watching a show called. Now it's not the program's not all that. We was watching Jack Irish with Guy Pearce. I like Guy Pearce. He's one of my favourite actors. But that had. Metallic wasn't really into it that much, but the saving grace for her was the humour in it. And yeah, the Australian humour is very, very similar to English humour. Doc said, fuck is pretty hard. Yeah, I know fuck is good. Dad said Mike's a Mockney. So he says can't. I'm not a Mockney. I do say arse, like house sometimes. Get out of my ass. Yeah. I say house like arse. Right, fucking hell. I sometimes say house, and it sounds like arse. Get out of my ass. Arista said a Roadhouse remake is a great comedy. Fucking hell it is. That film is horrendous. My mum watched that thinking it was a comedy. She genuinely sat there and thought it was a comedy. When I told her it wasn't a comedy, she said, I'm not going to bother watching it anymore then. Me and Metallic watched that. It was fucking hilarious. It's not supposed to be. Drops it, even though it's an American, I use cunt often. Well, yeah, exactly, Josh. That way. Cookie said Mr. In Between was a great show. I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, she refused after that, Rich. Cookie said, mate, he's smashing people with German sovereign. It was horrendous, that film. It was bizarre. Why would you remake something that doesn't need remaking and make it so terrible? Like, the first one wasn't all that. The first one's laughable at best anyway, most of the time. But to remake it and like not have a clue, I don't know. I genuinely think the remake of Roadhouse is worth watching just because of how fucking terrible it is. It's fucking demented. Doc said, watch most movies as comedies and it'll change your perspective. I laugh at weird times during serious. Yes, yeah. Harry's absolutely refused to watch Roadhouse. She cracks me up. She fucking did. She did, Rich. She was loving it when she thought it was a comedy. I said to her, no, it's not a comedy, it's supposed to be serious. I'll never forget how badly I laughed at the Richard's favourite scene. Write the line in it so everyone knows what it is, so I can quote it correctly. Well, I don't normally sit downstairs and watch films. And I can't remember why. Maybe it was near Christmas, because the only time I ever really sit downstairs and watch films is at Christmas. I normally spend time in my room. So it was either that or I'd been doing something downstairs and the telly was on. And I sat downstairs watching Roadhouse properly for the first time ever, right? And the main scene came on where Patrick Swayze is fighting the other martial arts bloke who's like the baddest one going. And the bit when the bloke... So I was sat with my brother-in-law who's watching this film, taking it completely seriously and getting into it properly. And at the point when that fucking bloke says to Patrick Swayze, I used to fuck guys like you in prison, I burst out laughing so badly he jumped. Actually scared him. I fucking pissed myself laughing, because that is not a line you can take seriously. You hasn't been in a fight and someone said that to you. I'd be rolling on the floor laughing. Fucking hell. Yeah. And then I had to spend 5 minutes explaining to him about Richard always going on about that. Oh, God. I was just going to type that line. I fucking pissed myself laughing at that. But I'd heard about it so much that when it got said, that was amazing. Rose said, we mostly get American TV shit. That shows you, oh my God, there's shit. Well, I was saying to... See, the thing is, that's why... The reason people like us know quite a lot about American culture is because we watch a fair bit of American stuff. Whereas Americans don't get as much worldwide TV. They do, but not as much. Like we, I've seen a fair, I've seen a fair few Australian things. And loads of American stuff. But it means we know quite a lot about their culture, and they don't often know as much about us, if that makes sense. But that's only because Americans, I get why. Because they're like going to add YouTube members to the digital sign. Like, I could do. Yeah, that's a good point, Cookie. Maybe I will. The only reason I haven't changed it for ages is just laziness. I can't be asked to touch the fucking thing. But yes, maybe I will. Maybe I will, mate. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll what's that say? Supporters. Yeah, I will. Maybe I'll put the members on. Good idea, Cookie. Does it? I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat shit for breakfast. Oh my God. Rose said, "Watch Mr. In Between section." What is that about and who's in it? I've heard of it, but can't remember who it is. No, Cookie, that's a good idea. Putting the names on there. Yeah, good idea. All right. I can't remember what me and Metallic We've been so tired in the evening, really fucking fucked. But we did watch Slashers. We watched Terrifier 3. We did watch Terrifier 3, which I liked Terrifier 3, and so did she. Great gore. The main thing with the Terrifier films is the gore. Yeah, fucking amazing gore. And we also watched The Heretic, which was pretty good. Cookie says it's a great show, short unfortunately. Oh, it's about an Aussie hitman, alright, yeah. Would like them to make more. How many episodes is there? There aren't like loads of episodes. I prefer things that have like 10 episodes per series rather than... I can't bear to watch something. I will, but 24 1-hour episodes. That's fucking hard work, that is. Isn't it? Luckily, most of them don't do that now. Most of them do about 10 episodes, 10, 12 episodes per series. Maybe a long one for the first one, the last one. That's not so bad. Because the problem is, I do think the traditional English series are very short. They're very short. They're often 6 half-an-hour episodes. I'll tell you another country that is very similar to the UK that gets sort of what we're like are so it's Britain in general, obviously, Australia, New Zealand, Canada. Certain parts of Canada will be quite similar to us because they come from generationally, they come from the UK, Yes, I have Roads. I have seen Wolf Creek. I fucking love it. I'm looking up there. And up there I have Wolf Creek 1 and 2. And I think about 4 months ago, me and Metallic watched the first series. Because there's a series of it. Yeah, Wolf Creek. Fucking amazing. Absolutely love Wolf Creek. Yeah, great series. Really, really, not series. Films. Yeah, I love Wolf Creek. Yeah, brilliant. Based on a real welcome to Australia, cunt. Yeah, vaguely based on real events, isn't it? Drop said bends people's minds when you tell them how many episodes of Mr. Bean or Faulty Tales. Yeah, 12 half-an-hour episodes. Yeah. So what's that? Yeah, 6 hours. It's like my favourite TV show ever dropped. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. There are 6 half-an-hour episodes. That's it. There'll never be any more made, I doubt. Yeah. Faulty Tales, 12 episodes, 12 half-an-hour episodes. And that's nothing, isn't it? When you compare that to most American shows, as I say, they bring them down a little bit more now, but it used to be. Sometimes I do wish things like Garth Marenghi's Dark Place or Red Dwarf and that, I do wish they would have a few more, maybe 10 half-an-hour episodes. That'd be ideal. I think Tactical, I can't remember now. I think there was 3 series of that, but I think there might have been more than 6 episodes per. I think there might have been 10 episodes per series on that. I think it's hard for me to remember now, off the top of my head. But again, not many though. It's not a lot. Richard, I can't bear to watch something. I will. People who like to say woke up dead. Like to say this. Yeah, Space Cadet said best Aussie series Prisoner. What Prisoner Cell Block H, do you mean? Yeah, love it. Rose said, well, I'm off to after the club to shoot trap. Good night, mate. Thank you for watching, Rose. I appreciate it. Yeah, don't forget to sub, and hopefully I'll see you back next time. Take care, mate. It was nice having you on, mate. Take care. See you later. Have a nice day. Hope you have a good shoot. Take care, mate. The drop said, yeah, there's still shit like EastEnders. I put EastEnders on earlier, and I couldn't tell what was going on because every fucking thing I kept seeing, it was loads of. I reckon they've done like a special where all the old actors are in it. What's going on? Yeah, that's one of those things that goes on forever. EastEnders. Dad said, Rich, I've been waiting 5 years for him to watch. I still hadn't seen Cockneys vs Zombies. Oh, bro, I'm pretty sure I bought it now, though. I'm sure I own it now. I'm sure I bought that fucking film. Yes, take care, Rhodes. See you later. Some dreams will never come true. I thought I'd bought that film. Maybe I haven't. I know. I think it came up on something like Netflix or something. I think I'll smash my phone with this cunt predictive text. I have to write what I want to say 3 times. That's a nightmare, isn't it? I hate it. Space Cadet says Stone was the best biker movie. I don't know that one, mate. I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that one. Yeah, The Heretic was fucking good. Brave the Wild said, "Yo, buddy, did you beat your meat records today?" No, not today. No. I've had a visitor around, so I've actually been having a bit of abstinence. You know, hard to do that when you have someone sleeping in the same room as you. Who, you know, so no, not today. No. How about you? Job said he doesn't have Zed asking to read the next profile. Yes. The drop knows. See, the drop pays attention. The drop knows. The drop knows. Brave the Wild said, "I've been waiting for you to do it." How do you know? You're spying on me. Abstinence makes the meat grow hard. It certainly does. Yes. It certainly does, Drop. It is a tactical. I had a dream of a better world where Mike tested the venom pod. Oh, God. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. There's 12 people watching now. There was a lot of people watching earlier, though. At one point, I think it got up to like 45, 50, didn't it? Was that tonight? Can't remember. Space Cadet said, "A few of the cast of Stone ended up in Mad Max. Then Vince Gill played Dr. Death in Stone, was Knight Rider in Mad Max. Then 2 roles." Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what, Space Cadet? I'd never seen Stone. But I have seen, as you say, quite a few of the other actors in other things. 61 was it, tactically? Nice. Space Cadet, I'll have to look into that one, mate. I'll look into that. I'll test that Venom in one day. The doc said got up to 80 on the last vertical. Yeah, that last vertical one I did was the most viewed thing I've done this month. That's why I thought I'd put one on tonight. Why not? It's alright if it dies down later. It did get, you know, this will have a lot of views. Cookie said, "Is it possible to buy smoke grenades online?" Possibly. Hello, Pazio. How you doing, mate? Cheers. You coming on? Do you want to come on for a late one tonight? Yeah, I was showing Metallic earlier. Tactical said Area 51 was the best one. Yeah, it's mental. I was showing Metallic my my analytics over the whole period of my channel, and you can see when that Area 51 stream happened, there's like a massive spike that's like 5 times the size of anything. Drop said, "Did you ever add up that swarm of donations?" It was about 22 quid, I think, in the end. Dropped without the it was about 22 quid without the after the stuff had been took off, you know, fees. Yeah. Pete said, "Yeah, you can get smoke grenades online." Amazon. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them on Amazon. Nice. I would shop at Amazon. I would shop at Amazon. Amazon sounds like quite a good shop. Fucking Amazon. Pete said, for paintball and airsoft. Man, you can have some on Amazon. Oh, God. Don't forget to like the stream. There's hardly any likes. So I said, Mike, John and Ian, but I've just woke up. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I might stay in here till about 1ish. So you've got an hour and a half. You've got an hour and a half. I've put a couple of these in my bags, in my coats now, sorry, my coat pockets. As little EDC knives. Andy said, what do I think of Aliens? The films or the things in space? Once you confirm, I shall confirm. Gop said, well, smoke some crack and we'll see you later on. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Smoke some crack or just take a look. Do what I do before live stream sometimes. I just get a big spoonful of coffee, ram it in my gob, and then drink down that with some water. Who needs coffee, mate? Pete said, I got one of those knives from my gym buddy. Yeah, good little knives, Pete. They're lovely. They're decent knives, aren't they? If you ever need a little blade just to open something or something. They are surprisingly good little blades, aren't they, Persia? Yes. Where are they from? You'd have to ask Persia that, Cookie. Persia got me mine. Yeah, really good. They've got a decent edge on them as well. And they're legal. You know, they're not, you know. So, what do I think of Aliens? The film, brilliant. The actual things in space, I believe that there 100% definitely is aliens out there. I don't think we've ever been visited by any, though. And I don't think we ever will be, purely because the space is too big to do it. I believe out there's multiple planets, loads of them with intelligent life on, or just, you know, general life on. There's got to be. The universe is so massive, but to get to the next planet that would be inhabitable, you've got to go like 1,000 light years. That's 1,000 years at the speed of light. We can't do that. We can't travel the speed of light. So it would take. So if you travel as fast as we could, which isn't the speed of light, that's going to take about 10,000 years to get somewhere. So you'd have to have a ship that is going to have people living on it for 10,000 years. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, and also the universe is still expanding. But I 100% believe they are out there. There are things out there, but I just don't think we'd ever... I don't think anything would ever be able to do technology of travelling at the speed of light. Because otherwise we'd probably have already seen them. Other than that, unless you go by the theory that we are the first intelligent things out there, like we're the early living things, and other things haven't existed yet. The time the universe has existed is billions of years. You know what I mean? I don't know. I like the concept of it though. The doctor, yes, the instant coffee shooter, breakfast of champions and drunkards alike, yes. And he said, those people who believe in flying saucers. Cookie says, sounds like something an alien would say. He says, isn't the universe expanding also? Yes. Drop said, the Fermi paradox is a discrepancy between the lack of conclusive evidence of advanced terrestrial life and the apparently highly likelihood of its existence. Yeah. Yeah. But I do find all that stuff really interesting, and I'd love us to meet, you know, some kind of intelligent things out there. But I just think I don't think we will never probably see them. I don't think anything could. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But I do believe out there 100% there is intelligent life out there on other planets. The universe is too big for there not to be. That's it. We're the first things. Blimey, people eating Chili's reviews and getting their backs out for cash. Roll on the next lot. Razor said, also, does a plant need a similar atmosphere and a temperature to Earth for life to begin? Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Andy said, E.T. was a good film. I want to go home. His mates picked it up. Yes. Oh well, don't start us on Mandela effects. What did E.T. say? E.D. said fucking nothing, mate. What did E.T. say? And now don't be a smart ass and say the right thing. Cookie said, avoid any girl who has a glass chair in her room. I don't know. It's all good by me. Come on, what did E.T. say? Pull my finger. Yes, Fanny's right. Wise words, Cookie. What did E.T. say? But I don't know what's true anymore. The fucking Mandela effects are so fucking head fucky. I don't know what's real anymore. Yes, home phone home. Because they reckon he didn't say phone home. He says home phone. He says E.T. home phone. And I've seen clips of it where he says that. But I don't know if that's been edited. I mean, it's been butchered. It's been butchered. The drop said there has to be aliens. How do you explain Boris Johnson? Yes. Retardation is how I describe him. And cunt. Absolute cunt. Down to that cunt that, and I won't go on about this too much, that he was having a party about a week before my dad died. When my dad died, my dad had to have a funeral with 10 people out. Yes, cunt. That's my favourite misquote on this channel. Is that's not a knife. That fuck it, tactical. I heard it differently to you. Yes, never forget that shit, Cookie. Never forget it. Because the problem is, people too easily do forget that kind of stuff. They do forget it. Those bastards was having a fucking party while we was all suffering. Don't ever forget that. Andy said it was a retarded alien. Couldn't speak English. Yes. That's not a knife. Well, that's not a knife. This is a knife. That's the thing. I thought it was. That's not a knife. This is a knife, but it's not. That's not a knife. That's a knife. What is it? That's not a knife. Now that's a knife. See, it's changed, Rich. When I was a child, it was that's not a knife. This is a knife. And then when we changed universes, it's now become that's not a knife. That's a knife. That doesn't even flow from your mouth. That doesn't flow. You don't go, that's not a knife, that's a knife. You would go, that's not a knife, this is a knife. Exactly, tactical. That's, you are right. I swear it was, this is a knife. So do I, tactical. I swear, because you wouldn't go, your natural speech isn't, that's not a knife, that's a knife. You wouldn't say that. You'd go, that's not a knife, this is a knife. That's proper English. That's how you're supposed to talk. Funny that you all brought up this Aussie shit. As the Aussie left. Oh yes, it is still on. Pete said, that's not a knife. Shing, that's a knife. I know, that's what it is. But it's changed. Don't forget. We have changed is it universes? I can't remember. Cookie said, how can so many people misremember it? Some fishy shit. Yes. It is. It certainly is. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Hope you're feeling entertained. I certainly am. I better shut my bedroom door. I am going to go for a piss, so you're going to have to entertain yourself for a bit. Swings and round. It's that one. Do people say it's not swings and roundabouts? It's swings and roundabouts, don't make definitely. Right, I'm going to have a piss. If I can get up. Right, let me just read what you're saying. That's it. Me and my mum reckon we have, as I can't remember, a shop at the top of the street I grew up on, but my sister can. We've changed universes, tactical 100%. 100%. And I finally remembered the word. We've changed realities. I couldn't remember the fucking word for it. We've changed realities. I 100% believe that. 100% believe it. I'm just going to grab a couple of these knives so I don't have to fuck about later drunk. Or should I say even more drunk? Not that I'm sober now. Right, that's better. Right, I'm back. Lots of fuck, I hate when I have a joke and I can't say it. Say it, it's alright, there's nothing too offensive on here. Cricket did, they accidentally wrote over the memory card for a good save. Yeah, they did. Nice crack. Fuck you, Pete. Fuck you. How did you see my ass crack? I can't help it if these trousers don't go up as high as I like. Back ass. Fuck off, you little knobheads. You fucking little pricks. Oh, God. That's a no in WC luck. It would pay ninja swords, yes. Oh, Christ. Hang on. I need to see what Richard was saying. He said, Mike, if you can change universes, better get gambling big and just jump into a universe where you win big. Yes, probably would. Fucking back, you pricks. I heard you can't say the other day, side ass. Fuck you. Look, I'm nice and relaxed. I don't even have my belt done up tonight. I'm loving life and enjoying myself. Don't fucking body shame me. You fuckers, just because I'm drunk doesn't mean I don't remember this shit. I'll get you fuckers back. I tell you. Hanging out, you dick. John says, shop up the way. Hang on. Oh, the shop up the way used to be a church, and that's a taco stand. Works out for me, but well, exactly. Fucking back ass. Fucking knobheads. Don't make me pull my fucking boxes. Don't give myself a wedgie. Shut your gobs. Fucking dickheads. I'm supposed to fanny crack. I can take your fucking mod ships away, you know. Block fucking members as well, you know. I can feel a 24-hour timeout coming. Yeah, alright, I'm in a good mood tonight. Let's check the donations, see if they keep me happy or not. Arse papa. That's what I said, we just had another reality shift and Mike became a plumber. Yes. Well, I'm surprised I let my ass crack hang out after Metallic raped me with a pen the last time. You can tell that actually meant something to me. She said that the closest she ever thought I came to shouting at her. I've never shouted at her. But that cold pen going down my crack. I think it was a pencil saying that. Theocene, how you doing? He said, where's this? I am in the UK. I live in England, mate. I hope you're liking the stream. Please put a like on for me. What would you like to talk about? I'm just looking at my donations, see if I've got any. You know what, Peach? You're the only one. Good old Peach. If it weren't for Peach, we'd be fucked. We'd be fucked, we would. Peach said, John Wick ass crack. Fucking peasant. She John Wicked me, mate. She John Wicked me. She John Wicked my ass crack. And what made it even worse, I was doing some work for her at the time, and that's what she chose to do to me. Bloody woman. She's fucking lucky. I like her a lot. Because, hang on, I didn't even do that. It's just, I did that accidentally. Nice. It's alright, sorry. Alright, anyway. Thank you, Penny. Or did you do it? Drops, I still haven't seen the Peach yet. Well, I don't know who has. Rita said it's been months since Metallic attempted to violate your rear tunnel with that cold pen. Could be PTSD. Oh wow. The fact that I can't stop thinking about it, Rich, and I can still, when we talk about it, I can feel like the coldness going between my cheeks. Yes, it makes me shiver just thinking about it. Peter sounds like slang for licked. She John Wicked my crack. Yeah. Oh god. Penny is polishing those banners tonight. She's doing good tonight. Yeah. Thank you for your hard work, Penny. I appreciate it. Penny said, with the blood of my enemies. Yes. Thank you, Sir Penny. Drops in no way in hell I'd let anyone John Wick my anything. I didn't want her to. It wasn't, it was totally against my will. Totally against my will. Not my willy either. I wouldn't have minded if it was against my willy. That's not that bad, but this is definitely getting age restricted tonight. I forgave her, and I still bend over in front of her, trusting her. But something happened to... She didn't notice it, but something happened today, and I flinched. That's a bad sign if I'm flinching at you. I love our queen, I trust her. She couldn't resist, and I don't blame her. Markston, have I stumbled on any fans? How you doing, Mark? You alright, mate? Don't forget to like the stream. Yeah, this is the free OnlyFans content. If you want to hear more, get over there. What have you been up to, Mark? Have you been up to much? Nail biting. Yeah, I reckon I'll probably stay on here till about 1ish. See if I can get away with in here till 1. Yes. Don't forget you can donate to the channel. It helps me, maintain the stuff that we do and late night live streams and shit like that, and all of that shit. And if you want to, you can go, here you go, mate, here's a beer. Have a beer on me, Mike. Or you can go, oh yeah, Mike, here's a tenner to buy some bolts. Or you can go, here you go, Mike, here's £2. Read this message out, and you can write anything you want. We had a whole night of people just making me read out insults to myself once. Tactical said, I still laugh at Mike had to open an OnlyFans for us lot to stop him doing. Oh, I had a whole plan, Tactical, once of actually putting content on there, but not like pornographic content on there, because you can put anything on there. People put comedy videos on there. But I suspect they have a policy that you're not allowed to. What I wanted to do was put videos on saying, weapon collector fondles his big hard shaft or some shit like that, and then it would be me sanding a piece of wood. which technically isn't lying if I'm doing that, but they don't like you writing. The title and the description has to be actually what's happening. Otherwise, they'll chuck you off of it. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a load of videos like that. No one would go on there anyway, but maybe if I made them pay a quid each, maybe. Yeah. Fucking comments aren't going on the fucking computer now. Cookie said, rule 1, you are not allowed to impress your parents. Oh, God. Yeah, I would have, the OnlyFans thing, it's still funny, because if you do look up, I like to put the link on for it to wind people up. Oh, thank you, Mark. That's, I think Mark wants Mark in it. Thank you, mate. If you have left me a message, you're going to have to put it in the thing for me. I can't bloody read it. But I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Why is the fucking comments not working on my screen? That's annoying. My big screen's not working. Let's sit forward now. Yeah, Brit slammed wood on grinder, yes. Oh, this is annoying. I just want to read the comments on here. I have to keep leaning forward otherwise. That's what the fuck? They don't allow that, but they allow bouncing on a ball while sitting on a paddling pool. Well, no, that's okay, as long as you're not lying about what the content is. That's the thing. You're not allowed to do deceptive titles. So you couldn't. So if you were doing like pornography, you can't go, 12-inch dildo anal action, and then not do that at all. They will then chuck you off. So you're not allowed to do deceptive titles, and that's what I was worried about. That because obviously people are paying for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. The title has to be what people think they're coming to pay for, basically. You know what I mean? Going to Google that. Google it. See what happens. Trying to wait. Did my brother just give you money? It was the person who donated was marked points. It was that Lucian then. Thank you, Lucian. If that was you, I don't know who it was. At this moment, because I can't click on it, I don't know. I'll tell you in a second. I will say thank you properly to the person who donated in a second. Yeah, because I'm on here. I was Lucian. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Lucians. I wasn't because it said marked. I wasn't sure. Thank you, Lucians. I appreciate that, man. Lucians, I'm having issues with my plants. They're fucking none of them are bloody growing. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But out of desperation, I've got a load of things that you can grow from offcuts. So I found some celery, some lettuce, and carrots. You can grow the stems and use those to cook with. So I'm gonna do that if nothing else works. Mark said, no, Metallic's been around here all week, Mark, but she's not on tonight. She's round her friend Dulce's, the Queen's concubines. She's round to more than her friend. She's round the Queen's concubines tonight. Thank you, Lucian. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, it was your brother. It was your brother dropped it. It was Lucian. I'm glad you mentioned that because I wasn't sure. Cookie said, heading off. Good night, Evan. Good night, Cookie. Take care, mate. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Fucking, I've got a laptop here, so I don't have to keep leaning forward to read the comments. That's all this talk, and Peter's the only one of us to pull on OnlyFans. Yeah, well, yes, but he keeps acting all hard to get. He literally has pulled an OnlyFans girl. Yeah, he's still playing hard to get. Get in there, Peach. Get in there. I'm sure she'll travel to you. Bet she fucking would, mate. If I go up there again, I'll No, I'm going to shut up. It's up to Peach. It's up to Peach. There you go. My screen's gone completely blank now. Pete said, "I'm not swapping puppies." Right. Well, you know, Pete, there's nothing wrong with playing hard to get. There's nothing wrong with playing hard to get. You know. Dad, I'd not swap River either, mate. Yes. Yes. Drop there. Don't squeeze the baby too hard. That's a beautiful little dog she is. She's fucking lovely. Yeah, beautiful little dog. There's a bit of get another vodka going. I noticed I have been doing nearly, not quite doubles, but not far off. The last couple of nights, because we've been drinking every other... Actually, no, me and Metallica only drunk once or twice. Mark said Dulcie, very 19th century theatrical name. Well, Dulcie is the name that Metallic gave to Dulcie. So, yeah, their name isn't really Dulcie, but that is their name, if that makes sense. Yeah. That's the name that Metallic has given them. But that is their name. See, I've always called Dulcie Dulcie. That's not actually their name. But they are Dulcie. I'll call them Dulcie to their face, and I'll call them Dulcie in public. They are Dulcie. That is their name. But that's not really their name, though. Pete says she's sleeping in a box right now. So cute. She's not biting my fingers off. Ah, beautiful little dog. Well, the funny thing is, one of the main radio stations here is 107.5 The River. Every time I see the dog, I think of 107.5. Yeah, weird, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. That was a glug glug glug. I hope that was the tonic for him. It was. I am nearly filling that up, which is that's a double. Mark said, I imagine the character in Nancy and Oliver. Yeah, I get you though. Dulcie is it's an unusual name, and it's not a modern name, is it? I totally get you, Mark. Yeah, that's Metallic's friend, more than her friend. As I said, it's the Queen's concubine. But yeah, Dulcie's great though. I like Dulcie. They're decent now. Cheapest you can get, Mark. You know me. Whatever's cheapest. Fimble's shot. You shut it, Rich. That's a double. That's 50 mil. That's quite big, Drop. The Drop said that's a double. I've had way more shots than I think. Yeah. Yeah. Well. It depends though, Drop, because in the US, your standard shots may be bigger than that. So traditionally, if you bought a shot in a pub, it's 25 mil. But some pubs will do a 35 mil shot. So a double of that would be 70 mil. But this glass, if you fill it up to the top, is 50 mil. But a traditional shot... So a traditional shot, if it's 25 mil and it's 40%, that's a single unit. Yeah, not that means a lot to people, but I know how many units I can drink. So I just it's an alcoholic thing. I can't drink unless I know I've got enough units. You know what I mean? I remember Jim saying to me, "That's weird. You mentioned units." I don't know. The women go by units, and I said, no. It's purely because I know how much I can drink. I can drink about 30 units, 30, 40 units. That's what's satisfying to me. I need that much. So that means I know exactly how many cans I would need to drink. A can is normally 2 units. So if I'm going to drink cans, you'd need about 20 fucking cans. or vodka, you know, blah 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 blah. But I know exactly how much booze I need, but going by units is the ideal way to do it. It works perfectly. Yes. That's so cheap. It came from Budson's paint section. That's what I said. I hear you. I had 8 bottles of brown last night. I still went club. Well, exactly. Yeah. Well, you know how much you can drink as well. But yeah, it's been misreading sort of a fine. Mark said local offie sells Russian standard for under 20 quid. Yeah, when it comes to vodka, Mark, I'm not really fussed about it. I have had some really, really, really nice vodkas, but yeah, don't bother me. Don't bother me what it is. I just think the slightly better ones give you a bit less of a hangover. But to be honest, if you're drinking 40 units of alcohol, you're going to have a hangover anyway. Because, you know, that's just a lot of booze. No one can drink that amount of booze and not get a hangover. You know what I mean? Often I wake up and I'm actually still slightly drunk. I was thinking about this earlier. I won't go to bed until the alcohol's finished. But often, I'll take that last drink and go to bed. And it takes 1 hour for each unit to get out of your body. So if you drink 30 units, that alcohol is in your body for 30 hours. So, yeah, I do. I often wake up the next day and I'm still a bit drunk. And then I'll start getting a waking hangover. And they're not pleasant. I'd rather... I don't know. No, they feel worse, actually. I'd rather have the hangover fully on when I wake up and try and deal with it, rather than have a waking... What happens when you have a waking hangover? You go back to bed. Doc said it's vodka, chug it. You won't know when you've had enough, and you likely won't know much of tomorrow. Well, that's the thing. I do. I like to have a good drink, but I also like to know what I'm doing, if that makes sense. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, for this amazing alcohol advice. You may not have known these things about alcohol, but now you do. It's a tactical need at least that amount just to steady your nerves for driving to the pub for more. Oh, yes, Dad's always drink driving on his fucking bike. Yeah, no, I just buy the cheapest booze possible. Although that's not actually that cheap. So that's the cheapest vodka you can get. But some of you will know the answer to this. Let's see who knows. If you definitely know the answer to this, don't answer, please. I am an alcoholic. I also know what the most economical units per booze to buy are, right? If you don't definitely know, have a guess what the most economical, cheapest you can pay for the most amount of units are. What alcohol that is. Let me know if you have any clue what that is. Drop said, I guarantee that Tactical says right on the bike when it's the pub, yes. But the only problem with this alcohol is it gives me such a horrendous hangover. It's not worth it. I would actually rather pay more for vodka so I can avoid things like gout and hangovers that last for so long. I mean, a full-on 3-day hangover where the first day, so when you wake up the next day, you are like bedridden and you're in and out of consciousness that whole entire 24 hours after waking up, hangover. And then by the second day, you might be able to get out of bed and go to the toilet and do something. This is how bad these hangovers are. And by the third day, you're just recovering enough. That's how bad the hangovers are from this alcohol. But it is the most economical alcohol you can buy for the amount you pay for the amount of units. They may have changed the price now. That is very strong cider. The very strong cheap ciders, you could pay £3 and get 26 units worth of alcohol, right? This has 13 units cost £8. You can pay £3.50, I think it was last time I used to buy it. £3.50 for 22 units. Yeah, it's a big one of these. It's 26. Yeah, £3.50 for 22 units worth of booze. But the hangovers are fucking horrendous. Yeah, Frosty Jack's tactical. But the hangovers are so bad, it's not worth it. I'd love to be able to pay free. I could buy 6 litres of that cider. That'd last me all night. I'd fucked. But the hangovers aren't worth it. And he said, these Americans keep watching Mick. Have they got YouTube channel over there? I don't mind it. Well, so Graham Chapman off of Monty Python drank full optics of vodka daily. That's how I got. Well, no, exactly. Oh no, yeah. Don't get me wrong. There were, you know. The thing is, I know people who have died from drinking. Drinking killed them, right? They never used to drink spirits. It's because it's more about how much you drink rather than what you drink. You know what I mean? Because you can still have the same amount of units. I think that's why it's worth working out alcohol in units because it makes more sense. As I said, I knew alcoholics who died from alcohol. It was alcohol that killed them in the end, and they would drink the odd spirits, but most of what they drank was strong beer. You know what I mean? But because you've got to remember, a can of 10 Super is four units. You know, you drink 10 cans of 10 a day. That's the same as a litre of vodka. You know what I mean? That's the exact same units as a litre of vodka. But people don't know that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you can, yeah, you know, yeah. Peter's got a protein shake now. Drop said, my vodka is country club vodka. 50%, yes. Yeah, that would be, so 50%, a shot of that would be a unit. A litre of that 50% would be 50 units. Yeah, they were used to be the local pissheads up the road. Gilly and Jake, brothers. Gilly did have kids. He was married and had kids at one point, and but his brother didn't, Jake. And eventually they lived together in the flat next to Malk. Because Malk occasionally would help, you know, if he found one of them laid on the stairs or something or whatever, he'd fucking, you know, take them in and help them out. But yeah, both Gilly and Jake both died from alcohol. Alcohol killed both of them too. But yeah, they never used to drink spirits though. They would drink some spirits, but you don't need to drink spirits. You know, some people will say, like, drinking spirits every day. Yeah, that's a hefty alcohol. You know what I mean? But you can get the same effect from something weaker that you just tend to drink more of it. You know what I mean? Does it lost a good friend through Whiteside? That's it, tactical. As I say, if you buy 2 3-litre bottles of 7% cider, that's 44 units. They would piss that stuff. You know, that Sharon next door, I think Sharon gave up drinking in the end, and fucking good for her. She used to go out and buy 9 litres of 7% cider a day and drink that. Yeah. But she's off the booze now. Basically, my best mate in my whole life was an alcoholic. Expected it to kill him, but he got cancer before that killed him. But that's a shame, mate. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. But yeah, as you say, the booze probably, sadly, would have got him in the end. I mean, that's why I try not to. I used to drink every day, and had I not stopped and sorted myself out, I'd probably be either dead or in prison or have done something terrible by now. I mean, I still like to drink, and I still drink excessively, especially on my own. It's funny, when it was metallic, I could stop. She'll say, oh, you know, let's go to bed. And when she goes to bed, I'll go to bed. Sometimes, like last night, I sat up for probably an hour later than her, carried on drinking. But, I do. I drink fucking loads when I drink. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Space Cadet, mate. Drop says, so enough of this gay banter. When you go in private? About 1 o'clock. You got 45 minutes yet. Yeah, that's terrible, isn't it, Space Cadet? Mark said, I reckon, not medically approved, you are better off drinking a good quality spirit rather than beer or cider. Certainly not as much effect on weight gain. And that's a bit... Yeah, you know what, Mark? You're right. I genuinely think that's true. That's why I drink vodka. Vodka and tonic water. That's genuinely what I do. I drink vodka and tonic water for health reasons and weight effect. All alcohol has shitloads of calories in it because it's all been converted from sugar. So even a shot of vodka is a good fair few calories. I don't know if this... Yeah, so a shot of vodka is 51 calories, but it adds up to quite a lot eventually. It's a lot less than beer. Also, shit like beer contributes to getting shit like gout, and you're getting a lot of sugar, so that'll probably contribute to diabetes and stuff like that. So yeah, it does make sense. Not medically proven, but Mark, I would say I think 100% has got to be true, because you are knocking out. You're not getting as much calories. You're not getting as much sugar, you know, and also you don't get as much of a hangover from shit like vodka. And so my tonic water, this isn't standard tonic water. You notice that looks like water, because that is half and half. I water my tonic water down so it's not fizzy. So I have diet tonic water anyway, and then I'm pretty much having vodka and flavoured water. Tats had done something terrible, like getting married. Fuck's sake. Drop said, you burn those calories just being alive. Vodka for the win, yes. But yeah, no, I reckon about one-ish dropped. I'll go about one-ish. I've got 4 cans of beer though. Yeah, so what I'll do, I will a water cup. Oh, Peach, you don't know what you're missing, mate. When I come and see you again, which I will, we will have a vodka and watered down tonic. You'll love it, mate. You'll love it. You'll be like, I've been missing this my whole entire life. Mike's a fucking genius. That's what most people say about me, you know. And you'd be like, yeah, what have I missed in my life? And you'll never go back to Coke or Coca-Cola. You'll never go back to any of those things. Why would you? Just know him, he's a rush anyway, Peach. Mark said the weight gain is medically proven, advised by Bupa when I had an exam years ago. Also, eat avocados with fatty foods. It was all fat. Ah, nice one. Pete said, only Diet Coke for me. Pete said, I'll make some cocktails. Lol, Coke. Johnson, have Pete make a protein shake and let Mike sort the booze contact. Yes. He said, the things Mike invented, us plebs can't even comprehend. Exactly, Richard. Exactly. You fucking wait, mate. You wait. It's only just begun. Don't make me get the decapitated head out and put my crown on. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. By the way, I think I'm quite. I think I entertain the masses quite well. I'll put a show on for you. Put it on. If 4 more people or 5 more people say put it on, I'll put it on. Well, Pizza, pissed by protein. Should put it on there. Pissed by protein. I call it dropped. Put it on. Unless Peach gets there first. Who did the losing to Grandeur? There are no delusions here, Mark. Jock said he put the vodka in orange juice and now he wants the orange vodka. Yes. Oh, well, Jock, I used to drink a beer called Orangey Boom. Orangey Boom. That's what I remember the Orangey Boom. Right, if four or five more people say put it on, I'll put the crown on. It's there. It's just there. Who said the crown? King of the Nasty Dusters cringe. It's apparently by some fucking mongoloid who thinks he's a werewolf. Apparently, I'm cringe. That's what gave me bad hangovers. What did? Stop looking at my ass. I've not looked at the screen yet, but if one of you has written anything about my ass, you're getting fucking blocked. Let's see, shall we? Nice ass. Thanks, Jane. Fishes. Oh, God. I told my sister about that. She had a perfect impression of his wolf owl. Dad went around you with fuck's sake, how pissed are you? Oh, God. Yeah, good old days of fucking around you. I used to buy a Randy room because it was the cheapest fucking booze you could get. 17 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Funny how howls sound like crying. Yes, they certainly do. Crying over our departure dropped. He still can't handle it. He still can't handle it. 18 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. And we chat about anything on here, so come and have a conversation with us. If I donate to my own channel, do you reckon that would work? That's when I used to work in an office. I don't think I ever took a full wage to say what was always ticking booze, was there? Mark said, was around G Brim the one in bottles with rubber seal? No, I don't think it was ever in bottles, mate. It was I don't know though, Mark, because when I started drinking a Randy Brim, it had come back like a second time. It used to be popular in the early 80s, as far as I know. Yeah. When I was drinking it, it was in like 2015 or something, you know what I mean? And it had come back into popularity. That's rubber seal, sounds like something you could club. This is funny as fuck for someone who hates gays so much. Steve's proper gay, yes, well, exactly. Yes. We are referring to the person who howls like a wolf. He's very homophobic. Yeah, he's fucking everything, isn't he? Racist, homophobic, sexist. Hates women. Massive incel. I love women. He is scum. Peach, you know what, Peach? That's actually a good description of him. A good, honest description of the person we're talking about. He is just a fucking scumbag. And that's it. There's nothing funny about it. And we laugh about it because he's a fucking mongoloid. But, he's just a scumbag. He is just a scumbag. That's like the greatest description, of him. Really, isn't it, Peach? That I mean. All I give a fuck about nowadays is I just want to. So the people I have as friends, they're people that are just nice, alright people. You know what I mean? I don't deal with cunts anymore because I spent probably 6 or 7 years of my life hanging around with absolute fucking tossers who didn't give a fuck about me. When I went to prison, only so out of all my mates, right, like 5 people came and visited me when I was in prison. No, 3 did that weren't related to me. 3 people. Was it? No, it might not even been 3. It might have been 2. Two of my friends came and visited me, right? None of the others did. And the day I got out of prison, 3 of my friends, this is where I'm getting like confused. 3 of my friends came and visited me on the day I came out, right? The people who was with me the night I got arrested haven't spoke to me since that day. You know, so fuck people like that. They're not your friends. If you have friends like that, get rid of them. They're not your fucking friends. They ain't your friends. And that's all I care about now is I try to be to you lot the friend that I want to be, sorry. I said that. I want to be the friend that I would like to have. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Christ, hang on, let's have it down. But you know what I mean? That's what I try to do. I try to be, to you lot, and to my friends, I try to be the friend that I would want. You know what I mean? And that's not a prick. You know what I mean? Richard said, gay people are trying to groom young men to be gay for them, and then proceeds to say, I want to increase my sex appeal of the stream to get more young men on. Oh, yes. Christ, that. Yes. Well, like I said, past Hanky, I'm tearing up. but you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's all... Maybe you are, Mark. But you know what I mean? No, but I do. I don't deal with pricks anymore. I've dealt with utter fucking tossers for years. And, you know, that's not who you want as mates. They don't give a fuck about you. You know, they don't give 2 shits about you. And they didn't. Most people only hung around with me for the name, really. You know what I mean? WeaponCollector. Shit. They was hanging around with me because they wanted to be in this shit. I love you too, Richard. Hairy chest, back, arms, and whole body. He said, I love you, mate. Water and all. That is fucking a bone spur, that is. You little bastard. Nail bones removal. Love you too, Rich. Love you too. Cheers. Right. In case I get a phone call, in about half an hour, I will be doing a private live stream. So that'll be 1 o'clock when I go off. Hopefully by about 1:15, I'll be live streaming again. But if you want to join in the private one, you'll have to send me an email. And please do send me an email because it makes my life a lot easier when I'm drunk to sort that shit out. All I need to do when this ends, I need to put the £5 on the internet and then get my stuff outside. I can't do it right now. Drop said, we ain't bumming stashes or nothing, but I know my lady's all too happy to tickle your balls. It is. But she's great, Drop. She's great. And I love her for that, and I love you too, mate. Doctor, I've just been on Discord. The buggers have made me an emote to another channel I use. Can you share it on ours? I can't look yet because I'm literally streaming on my phone. Are you giving me a ball ticket below the peaks? I'll give you a bit of zipper action. Maybe. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. I couldn't find my zip. Yes, I hope you've all been liking the stream. Please like the stream, new viewers. 20 of you watching. What would you like to talk about? What would you like to talk about on this fine Saturday night? I'm assuming it's Saturday anyway. I can't remember. Yeah, it's Saturday because I was supposed to live stream last night. Yeah. And what are your plans for tomorrow? My plans are to not get out of bed. You know what dropped? 35 is decent, isn't it? That's good. That's good. Shut it, Peach. You wake my mum up with shit like that. You know what, Peach? I fucking well did. I've watched it. The reason I've been distracted for the whole entire live stream is I've been watching it the whole time. I've been watching it tonight. See, the thing is, though, Peach, I do like Our Mother. I could have pretended I watched it and just gone, yeah, it's great, mate. Yeah, fucking awesome. But I didn't, because I haven't watched it. Okay, God's sake. Yeah. I haven't fucking watched it. Don't let me forget my hearing aid and microphone. So someone who has me on WhatsApp, say microphone. Fucking that's hard work. Hard work making the brain work. You drink microphone and oh no, I can read fine, Penny. I just need reminding about the microphone. What's the fucking other thing I just said? Oh shit, that's not wrong with me. Hearing aid, microphone, internet. That's no good. Oh no, not yet, Penny, not yet. When I go off. Thank you. I'll just say, don't forget to pack your bags. I need my hearing aid, lip seal, ear puffer. Too much. It's alright, fuck it. I'll remember. I'm hoping it's nice and cool out tonight. Penny came early. Well, you know what, Penny? I often have that effect on women. You know. It's usually the other way around, but I'm that good. I'm that good. Yes. It's quite, that's quite an achievement. Often, they don't ever, Metallic here, she would vouch for that. Drop to the menu line. Yeah. Make lady come early, That is a fucking achievement. Love you, Penny. Really great. So anyway, what should we talk about? We can talk about sex if you want. I can't believe my fucking live stream got fucking adult fucking restricted. Mark said, are you planning on any tours this summer? Well, Metallic keeps saying she's well up for it, but she suspects we might not be able to do a proper road trip this year. Maybe not. But we are going to go to some meets. It's because their car's playing up and stuff like that. But yeah. And I don't know. I suspect a road trip this year may not happen. But we'll still be going to Wales. Hopefully we'll still be going to like Derby. And saying that, Rich and Peach and anyone who lives up that way, I'd love to meet you, if you can. I know with Rich and Peach, they're similar to me. Both of them don't drive. But, if there was a like a preppers meet thing, or you come camping for the weekend, which that's what it is. Ignore that it's a preppers meet. It's camping for the weekend. You know what I mean? No. That's an XM. I can't remember what that is, mate. Sorry. Drops it. I don't often, but it's all the time. 60% of the time it works every time. Yeah. I don't think we'll get to do a proper road trip like we did last year, the 40k road trip, we will definitely do a 50k road trip, which we're apparently I was on Social Blade, which is like tells you details about your YouTube channel and how much it's growing. And this is right, I worked it out. I should have 50k by this time next year. I'll definitely do a 50k road trip, 100%. Yeah, and Matana's well up for that as well. The nice thing with Matana is she's really supportive with that, so she's well up for it. You know, because it's hard work for her. You know, she does all the driving because I don't drive. You know, she's got ME and fibromyalgia. You know, that shit fucks you up. But yeah, she really enjoys the road trips and she's well up for them. So yeah, definitely for the 50k we definitely will. Because the last one was 40k. But yeah, we will be we'll be around the country. We'll be going around the country this year. We just won't be doing a dedicated road trip. So we'll be going to Wales. We'll be going to Derby. You know what I mean? Mark says, yeah, don't need to do a full road trip, just maybe visit a region. Well, we'll definitely be going to Wales to the Funky Prepper meet. We'll go to that and we'll go. What we're going to do, Mark, is go to a couple of preppers meets. So, where do you live, Mark? Okay, anyone watching this, if you would like to come to any of the same preppers meets we're going to, send me an email and I'll tell you the details. And you can come to the same meet I'm going to, and, you know, we'll have a great time. Go and, you know, spend three or 4 days in the field. I'll bring some stuff to sell. Cumbria, where is that, Mark? I'm not very good with Cumbria. Is either Wales or Scotland, or near there, isn't it? Or am I wrong? Or is it not either of them? I'm shit with geography, mate. You'll have to tell me like northeast, southwest, you know, near something. Burnham on Crouch. That's a real place, I think, Josh. But yeah, I'll let you know where we will be near. Mark said, dear God, we're an off-head pod in Scotland. I don't think we'll be coming up. I think the highest we will be going this year will be about Derby, to North Midlands, essentially. And I don't think we'll be coming that far, mate. No, I'm shit with geography. Geography was the only lessons I never really did in school, and I've never really researched it as an adult. Maybe I should. Maybe it should. Yeah, no, I'd burn them on Crouch. Do you know what? Drops. The weird thing is, I don't think that's all that far away from me. Genuinely. I'll tell you. Well, I won't. I'll tell you later how close it is. Because I'll be giving away where I live otherwise. So I said north is up. Are you close to there, Peach? Where's maps? I'm close to sleeping all night. Give that lovely little dog a cuddle from me, Peach. She's fucking beautiful. Like I said, Cumbria's a great place, apart from lycra-clad tourists and retirees taking over villages. We aren't English. Well, exactly, mate. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck those motherfuckers. Okay, right. That's probably. I'll tell you what, John. That's probably about an hour and a half away from me, or maybe 2 hours. So actually not that close. But in relation to America, it's just around the corner. Peach, are you going off, mate, or are you just saying, like, are you just talking? You're just talking. That's a geography is the only lesson I paid attention to teach having two tumultuous mounds. Yes. Sure knives, how you doing, mate? You're right. You could come to Luton. Luton, I don't think that's far away. That ain't that far away from me, I don't think. Pete says she bit my bicep today. The little needle tooth. Oh, I forgot to say to you, lot. I don't think you'll be able to see it. I fucking whacked my fucking thumb with a hammer today. Pete said, no, I'm off working in the morning. Love you, Peach. Take care. Speak to you tomorrow. Hope you have a nice, easy day at work. Take care, Peach. Love you, mate. Drops there, one hell of a valley. All right, Tati. Yeah, I fucking whacked my thumb really hard earlier with a hammer. And I genuinely thought, right, I'm going to say something now that may be classed as offensive, but I think it's just... it certainly won't get me in trouble on YouTube anyway. But it is classed as offensive, but it's an old traditional phrase that people used to say. And now, I said to Metallic about this today, and she said, no, we didn't used to call it that. So, if you ever hit your thumb or your hand and you get a blood blister, for some reason where I live, not where I used to live, where I live. Now, I don't mean this in any offensive way, I'm just going to tell you a descriptive word that people used to say. And I don't know why they used to say it. But if you ever got a blood blister on your hand, for some reason round my way, people would say that was a black man's pinch. Yeah. Have you ever heard that phrase? See, Metallic hasn't. I said to her, and just because I've always known it called that as you know, from a child till now. Yeah. She found that really weird. Have you ever heard that saying for a blood blister? She says they used to call it a nip. Did they call it out there as well, Tractor? Yeah. Pete said, yeah, my dad used to call it that. Yeah, black man's pinch. But Metallic, she'd never heard of that, you know. She'd never heard of it. Drops that I can explain it, but not right now. Good night, Pete. Take care, mate. Speak to you tomorrow. They see you in the morning, but that's not true. That's not going to happen. Yeah, Metallic said they used to call it a nip. Yeah, I'm not trying to be offensive now. Just that's a genuine thing that people call what you call a blood blister. Because I thought I hit my fucking thumb hard enough. I genuinely thought it was going to be black underneath. I was going to lose my whole thumb now. No, fuck's sake, it's going to be a right bastard to do anything. Found no thumbnail. Especially if that blood blister reaches the whole entire way across your nail, the whole thing comes off. It's a weird one, isn't it, Tactical? Alright, so in about 15 minutes I'll go off, unless I get a phone call saying shut the fuck up. What's my battery like? I haven't had my phone charging all right. I haven't done too bad. We're on 42%. For how long? 3 hours. Am I still live streaming? No one's commented for a few minutes. Good old Pete, he's paid for us to have a chat tonight. Don't hurry up a bit for you. Slow down for a bit, mate. Slow down for a bit. I'll be on soon. Have you been in all night tonight then, Tactical, or have you been out tonight? I'm struggling to talk lately. I seem to be really tired lately as well. Like, constantly feel like I'm knackered, but what it is though is I haven't really been sleeping very well because I am snoring like a motherfucker because I put on so much weight. I haven't got full on sleep apnea, but I am if I don't raise myself up quite high, I snore quite badly. But I snore anyway. But it meant if Metallic's sleeping in here as well, she's got to keep waking me up because the snoring drives her mental. She said Chris says, sorry, I'm ignorant of the lower classes slang. Chris says, he knows up in there, I clean my monocle. I said, yeah, mate, went clubbing last night, needed a hair of the dog. We'll tell you on a private chat. Well, yeah, nice one, mate. Yeah, 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes. I'll go as quick as I can as well. It won't take me long to sort shit out. Metallica's been sneakily listening. Hello, my queen. Yeah, it shouldn't take me too long. What I'll do, I'll chuck everything in a bag. I'll just need to put the internet on quickly. And I've even started leaving wires out there now, so I don't need to fuck about. But yeah, give me 15 minutes afterwards and don't be long. That's been a good one tonight. I quite enjoy the so the vertical ones are good for getting start. We've definitely got a new viewer with the Australia bloke tonight, I reckon, don't you? Drop said, I'd be happy to stop fucking up the same hand all the time. I have a fear I'm growing can't fucking remember what they're called. No, I know what you mean though, Dropped. I even know to be careful. So whenever I'm hammering anything, I never go mental until I know I'm safe. What a lot of people do, they don't do that. They go fucking ape shit straight away. When they hit their hand, they fuck it up. I'll often hit my hand like there or there. You know, I whacked it right on the nail today. Fucking that. Yeah. Yeah. Tell you what I keep getting a lot of lately. Metal splinters. A fucking kill. I was having to put Germaline on my hand and then putting plasters over it, just because every time I was touching something, the metal splinters were sticking into my fucking skin. It's fucking painful. Drop said, damn it, what's the thing when you lift heavy shit? Hernia. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate that donation. If you left me a comment, sadly I can't read it. So if you want to put it on here, I'll read it out for you. But I fucking genuinely really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Because I'm doing a vertical stream, it means I can't play any of the clips to say thank you. But you know, thank you, mate. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, because I'll play a little clip for you doing that, and yeah, cheers, mate. And I'd also, yeah, I'm live streaming on a phone tonight because these get so many more views. Do you get hernia like symptoms? Do you Drop? So do I though. I've never had a hernia, but I've had things that felt like it might turn into a hernia. Does that make sense? Take care, Mark Telford. Take care, mate. Speak to you tomorrow. I'm going to call you Crowl, mate. Crowl said, Dad, I had a question regarding the amnesty that passed. Sadly, I had to hand them in. Gutted as everyone else, and noticed that the amnesty only specified top venting, half of mine was side venting. Thinking it was shit now. Yes. I'm very, very sad to say. Yeah, I think the side venting ones would have been legal still. Yeah. It was only top venting ones of a very specific. It was basically the recent. What was they? It was the recent. Oh God, I can't remember where they came from, but yeah. Sorry, I am slightly drunk, by the way. I've been on the vodka tonight. But yeah, it was the recent. Oh, I can't remember where it came from. Can anyone remember what I'm trying to say? Yes, eco. I said read Turkish. Thank you, Turkish ones. Yeah, I may be wrong, but I think the side venting ones might have been all right, mate. But yeah. So I said crotch region, and yeah, I always have fears of this is it. Dropped. I'm exactly the same. I'm exactly the same. I get pains down there that feel like it's like what could become a hernia. Yeah, I've never had one, but I'll lift something up and then I'll get a pain down there, or I'll strain, and I'll get a pain in the crotch area, or the pubic area, which is where often you get a hernia. But I've never had one. But yeah, it feels like you might get one, doesn't it? Or is it this time? Yeah, this is it. Exactly that, Drop. Exactly that. I have that probably once a week. Probably once a week. Yeah. Yeah, Richard Strange, he knows all about that. Richard Strange knows all about that. But no, I'll be honest with you, genuinely, Drops. About once a week I have that. Scary old shite that is, I tell you. I can't check my donations at the minute, but thank you anyone who has donated. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, Strain as in Richard Strains. Right, let's get one more drink going. Oh, good old Mark. Yeah, it was Mark Telford who donated. Richard, yeah, they did a blank ban on Eco ISO Retail. But yeah, it was, if you've got old ones, as in top venting ones or ones that aren't all that, like the retail ones, they're alright. Yeah. Don't forget to like the stream, please. Kraus said, it's a massive shame. My darn collection was in thousands. Never thought they'd ban them. No, I totally get you, mate. I totally get you. Yeah, I just by pure coincidence, about 5 years ago, I sold all my blank fires. Only, I think I needed the money for something. I can't remember what it was. It was probably some kind of like, maybe I had a toothache and I needed to pay a lot of money to get a tooth done or something. I don't know. It was a like emergency thing anyway. But I sold all my blank fires, so I didn't have any when this happened. But I did do a video on it. Kraus said, I wonder if Umarex will open their market. Oh, maybe. Well, Umarex do sell in the UK, don't they? The Drop said, I've been moving so much long rails that I can't tell what's permanent or what's a pulled muscle in that region of the body. It's not something to gamble with. Well, I have a theory, Drops. Now, I may be wrong about this. I believe certain people's bodies are built in a way that they're more susceptible to getting a hernia, right? Because I believe that if I was ever going to get a hernia, I would have had them by now. Definitely. Because, you know, my dad never had a hernia. I think certain people's bodies, you'll get a strain down that way, but other people get them like hardly doing anything. You know what I mean? So maybe you're a bit like me, that you get a pain down there, but our bodies are built in a way that the muscles don't separate like that. Maybe, I don't know. This is only my theory. I'm not saying it's, you know. But if I was going to get a hernia, I definitely would have had one by now. Definitely. I get pains where 100% I've been like, oh no, I've got a hernia now. Definitely got a hernia now. You know what I mean? Never have had one. Carl said, lucky so far, I haven't had those scares yet. No, me. I've jinked myself, yeah. But no, I know people who have had like what I'd class as like really easy hernias. Like it's just, maybe because a lot often it's pushing between the muscles, don't it, sort of thing. Yeah. Richard said, Rich can pull apart my weight, but I can lift Rich no problem. Well, exactly, yes. Yeah. Exactly, that's it. I do. I think my own theory is some people are more susceptible to it. As I say, I've done shit that well deserves that. He said hangover then. Hernia. But I've never had one. Never had one. I don't want one. My uncle, not my blood uncle, it was the man who married my dad's sister. He had a hernia, proper fucking hernia that he never had treated. Right, he had a double hernia in his pubic area that he lived with for about 15 years, where he had a massive double lump coming out over his pubic area that basically had his guts sitting in a pouch over his cock. Right? I wonder what that feels like. Can you feel that your guts are now hanging in a pouch of skin over your pubic area? Oh, weird, isn't it? That's weird. It's weird to think about. He lived with that for about 15, maybe 20 years. Never had anything done about it. Didn't die of that, died of a stroke in the end, you know. Because it was at the stage where it was so big that there was no risk of strangulation, sort of thing. That's what kills you with a hernia. A tight hernia is worse than a big hernia. That's what I hadn't seen mine for years. I don't think he had either. Dot said, had Penny take a video of my back while I stretched the other day. I haven't posted it because I don't need to make things jealous. Yeah, I bet you got pure muscle going on there, Dot. Kraus said, I can't feel my guts inside my body. And no, that's true, and I don't think you can you? Neither the blood or the organs bounce about. Couldn't imagine it being out the outside. Damn, that feels weird. Yeah, do you know what I mean, though? You're right, though. You can't feel your guts anyway, can you? So you probably wouldn't be able to feel it anyway. But yeah, he basically, where your pubic area is, that was a big pouch where he'd had a double hernia both sides, and he'd pushed his guts into it over the years, and it got worse and worse and worse. But yeah, it didn't kill him in the end, because it had got to the stage where it couldn't be strangulated. There was probably like big holes between the muscles, and like your guts and bowels or whatever would just be sitting in that pouch. Very, very weird to think about, isn't it? Not pleasant, but bizarre. Drop said, I read that. Right. Hello, Casper. How you doing, mate? You right? Drop said, dude, that's my work partner who's 70-something. Had a surgery and all. Can't tell you how upsetting it is to visualise. It's bizarre in your head, isn't it? Yeah, my Uncle Mick, he just lived like it. He had to stop working eventually, though. He did have to, he's hundreds of grand. He did have to stop working eventually. You know, he was pension age anyway, but yeah, it's a weird thing to think about, isn't it? Fascinating. Right, it's 1 o'clock. I need to go off, but I will be back. So, just to explain to the people who don't know, it's 1 o'clock in the UK. I live with my family and my mum. My mum sleeps below me. My sister and her husband live in the room next to me. I'm making too much noise, I'll wake them up. So I'm going to go and live stream outside now, but I need to set that up. So, make sure you subscribe, and in about 20 minutes, hopefully I'll be back, okay? I will definitely be back, but it might take about 20 minutes, okay? After that, I'm going to do a private live stream, a private chat. If you want to join that, email me. If you put in the word right now, exclamation mark email, my email will pop up, and you're off, Space Cadet. Take care, mate. See you later. That was 20 minutes, or in English, 30 minutes. Maybe. Yeah, Crown, it was lovely meeting you, mate. It was lovely meeting you, and hopefully we'll get to have a chat another time. Yeah. Take care, everyone. Love you all, and I'll see you in about 20 minutes, right? See you soon. Yes, thank you, Crown. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Crown, you initiated the, yeah. Cheers, mate. You initiated the email there. Drop said, it's just around the corner, if you're American. Yeah. Right. See you all in a bit. Good night. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. See you soon. But I'll try to be quicker than 20 minutes, but, you know, it might take that. Right. See you in a bit. Bye-bye. pressing the fucking screen now. I'm trying to work out and go off. See you later. Good night.